Looks like we're pre-streaming. The stream is pre-ing. And the pre is streaming.
Oh, I
Nice
got the
hat.
notification.
I'm a big fan of the Giants. I don't like follow the games or anything, but I go,
Oddly enough, me too.
I go to the matches.
Do you really?
Yeah, on occasion.
My office is right next to the stadium.
No kidding.
Like-
That's awesome.
Like 4 blocks from the stadium, I say. I tried to get to 20 games this year, but when I had to go to the hospital and it kind of limited me on stuff.
That's a lot. I usually only get to see like one a year,
What?
or like
How often do you make your way out to the city?
not that often.
And you have BART available to you at all times?
It's just I'm just too lazy to go.
If you could go for a cheaper price, would you go?
Probably, especially if it was like with a group of people that were actually. See, that's the thing, is I don't know anybody who goes, so it's like the only time we get to go is with like my mom.
Well, I'll tell you what. Tickets are so cheap now because they're doing so effing bad.
Yeah,
It's $6 for the 300 section.
no kidding. $6.
Yeah.
That's hella cheap.
I'd be happy to go with you one of these nights if you want.
That would be pretty cool.
I got all my Giants gear. Make myself look like a Giants weeb.
Yeah.
Or a
Paint your
giant
face.
weeb. Hey, Tyler, how's it going? Thank you very much for joining us. We got 3 minutes of pre-stream.
Look, we got a viewer.
Which is perfect because I'm trying to sleeve this shit as fast as I absolutely can.
Which one of you goober? Not me.
I believe that was Nick.
Nick messaged Tyler.
Yeah. And your cards are going out. Don't worry. They'll be there soon. I told you the other day that I totally fucked up and I'm bad at life. And
Life is really hard.
it is.
Life is very time consuming. It takes up all your time.
That's odd. I never would have seen it that way. How does life get so lifelike? Oh, why is Nick not here? Nick actually lives 40 minutes away from us. So to have him come out.
I live an hour away.
You do not live an hour away. He lives 40 minutes driving.
I was stuck in traffic. I left at
If you want to add traffic to it,
I
you
left
can.
at 6:15. I don't live an hour away, but damn traffic. Damn it.
He legitimately lives like out in Vallejo.
Yeah, he would be stuck in traffic too. It's horrible. California's overpopulated.
Yeah, so Nick only comes on Saturdays because that's the only time he can really get away and live his night out, his fantasy, his magic fantasy, a hot magic fantasy.
It's a giant magic orgy with Nick's 30 decks. He's his 30 decked monster.
He does have a lot of decks though.
A lot of decks.
A lot of big decks.
There's Tyler Brave on here now.
Tyler Brave, welcome.
Oh my. Yes, indeed.
Oh
Double
my.
Tyler action.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Is that Tyler on Tyler?
Tyler on
Crime.
Tyler. We got stacks of Tyler. I'm not trying to make fun of you guys. It's just an opportunity to do a bit.
I kind
Gotta
of
take the opportunity.
kind of was.
Well, yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if I'm now shuffling it too much.
Oh, so everything's ready? Do you have
Oh.
a sideboard? No.
No.
Well, that's okay because I'm gonna sideboard against you and crush you. I don't know. That's not entirely.
I look forward to it. Bring it on. This a piece of garbage.
Whoa.
A blue deck.
Whoa!
It's gonna really annoy the crap out of you, my friend.
This is the best chat ever. All right, so, ladies.
right, welcome back, everyone, and thank you for joining us for Tuesday night toss-up. This is our first of hopefully many in a series where we play other than Commander on a Tuesday night.
Other than Commander, that's right.
Meow.
That's right.
Where we might actually play some Commander.
Well, we were probably going to play some Commander, but I guess the general idea is just have a venue to display different awesome decks. 60 cards, 100 cards, 250 cards.
Right.
Battle of Wits, motherfucker.
Wow.
Yeah.
I think I'm okay.
I wanted
with
to
that.
ask about Highlander. Have you ever? Do you know what Highlander is?
Of course.
Okay.
Wait. The movie
No,
or
no.
the game style?
Yeah.
There can only be one.
The game style. It's like Commander before Commander, right? It's like before there was Commander, there was Highlander.
Oh, that's right.
They
You
just
know, I
take the
totally
Commander
forgot
and-
about that shit.
Singleton.
And that's why no one plays Highlander.
I think that they like MTG Online. I think they made a mistake when they decided to do Commander 1v1 because they opened that up, right? And they should have just done Highlander. Just stick the Commander in the deck. Do competitive.
Oh, you know,
100 card singleton.
let's make this less confusing.
Oh yeah, I should do that.
20.
So wait. So let's.
So 20.
When
Yeah.
I do that, so I'm player 1, and you are player 2.
I was really
Yes,
expecting you to give me like
are.
5 life.
We're
You
just
start
gonna
the
set
game at a
handicap
disadvantage.
at 15. It's fair.
Seems fair, legitimate. I put this deck together in 60 minutes, and I went to Equilibrium and had them pull all the cards,
Equilibrium, I love that store.
and I had them pull that together in 15 minutes. So I've spent 75 minutes on this deck. So I'm warning you.
All right, that's always a very exciting time. Is brand new deck time. It's like a brand new phone. Okay, so I rolled
A 9.
a 9.
How am I going to beat that shit?
It's better than average, just like my dick.
A 7, which is what my dick is.
Oh, it's actually pretty good.
Yeah, it's above
Congratulations.
average. It's all right.
Congratulations.
It's all right.
Metaphorical pat on the back. I will choose to be on the play. Let's see.
Okay.
Standard time. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen.
This is the
The
first
audience
game
has
of the
no
night.
idea what we're even playing, so they're going to be surprised.
We'll just tell them it's tiny leaders and never play anything.
I guess I'll keep. This is horrible, but I have no
I
idea what
am
you're doing.
in the
so
same boat, so
it could be objectively good, actually. Let's start with Chefette Dunes, and I'm going to read the cards. in case
Do it.
People don't know what they do. Chefette Dunes, new desert from Hour of Devastation, adds a colorless, pay a life, adds a white mana, pay 4, including 2 white mana. Sack a desert, my creatures get +1/+1. Go, Brandon.
let's do this.
Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
Not what I wanted to see, but still okay. Comes into play tapped. This is Highland Lake, which is battlefield tapped. Tap 1 for blue or 1 for red. Master.
Okay, let's do it. Planes. Servo Exhibition. Sorcery. Create 2 1/1 Servo creature tokens. Here they are. Go, Brandon.
Draw my card for turn. I'm going to play an Island,
Island.
and I will pass my turn.
Untap. Draw. What do we got? Got. Let's play Spire of Industry. Very cool land. Adds a colorless. Pay a life. Add 1 mana of any color to your mana pool. Activate this ability only if you control an artifact. Let's make white and 2 colorless. Filigree Familiar. When it enters the battlefield, you gain 2 life.
Unfortunately, it doesn't quite enter the battlefield.
Uh-oh.
Counter target creature spell.
Oof. He's countered my Filigree Familiar. Okay, combat. In for 2.
Taking his rage out on me.
I'll whack you in the face. Go ahead.
Do your worst. Oh god, I really wish I shuffled this more now. gonna play a Mountinian. And pass turn.
Untap. Draw.
Remember to scoop to win? Of course I don't remember to scoop to win.
Let's so you got all this mana open. I don't like that.
Why not?
Just gonna play a swamp and attack you for 2.
Well, that's just rude.
16, your play.
I'll play an Island. No, I think they're closed. Oh, okay. All right. I don't have many options here, so I will choose to pass turn.
Real quick, he's playing Elder Scrolls Legends while listening to the stream. That sounds like an epic experience. I will draw and play a land.
What?
Yep, that's how magic works.
No way.
Okay, so I'm going to pay a life to make white mana here, and then I'll cast SRAM's Expertise.
What does that do?
It creates 3 1/1 colorless Servo artifact creature tokens, and I may cast a card with a converted mana cost 3 or less from my hand without paying its mana cost.
Counter unless you pay 1.
I was expecting that. Censor, I shall pay 1.
Counter unless you pay 1.
I wasn't expecting the second censor. Very good, sir. All right, combat time. In for 2.
Damn. I might not live long here.
I got the damage equivalent of a bear. Here, it's your turn. What is the card called? Grizzly Bear, but it's just 2 servos.
Yogi Bearer. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I will. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna play Pour Over the Pages. Draw 3 cards, untap 2 cards, then disdraw a card. Disdraw a card?
Discard a card?
Discard a card. I wish you could disdraw.
So wait, so can I see this?
Yeah.
This looks like a great card.
It's pretty fun.
Draw 3, untap 2 lands, then discard a card. 5 mana, sorcery. Great.
So I will 1, 2, 3.
It's like compulsive
Goes.
research, but you can untap stuff.
These 2 lands are now untapped. And I will now attempt to show you everything I have in my hand and then discard a card. Ooh. Oh yeah.
Scared and freaky.
You're just white black, huh?
Just white black.
Well, I will discard Jace's Defeat since you have no blue. Has no value to me.
Main deck Jace's Defeat for all of your blue planeswalker needs. Killing them.
You know,
planeswalkers.
I really had it in my head that you're gonna have some blue in there somewhere.
He's trying to meta me out. See ya.
All right, so I'm then going to play Tormenting Voice. I'm going to discard and discard Forgotten Creation. I'm going to draw 1, 2 cards. Not what I wanted to see. Pass turn.
Okay. I am myself running a little light on resources. Draw. That's actually great. Good for me. Okay, let's see. We don't have enough mana to do both. That's not bad though. I'm gonna cast Hidden Stockpile.
Nice.
Okay, combat in for 2.
Mm-hmm.
I'll pay a colorless sacrifice to Servo.
Let me see that.
Scry 1. Yep.
I'm just curious about something.
So, Hidden Stockpile, you can pay 1 mana, sacrifice a creature you control to scry 1.
And then you get a colorless Servo back.
And then, right, Revolt trigger it at my end step if any permanent I control left the battlefield, then I get a servo token. So I'm going to go to end step, get a servo. Oh, I forgot to scry, though. Let's see what's on top.
Tyler, my day has been okay. A little bit sleepier than I would have liked, but
Same.
all right.
Same. I was up until 7 a.m.
Whew. I was up till 5 trying to help my girl. Is that it for your turn?
Yes.
Please be something I want to see. Fuck you.
Fuck you.
All right. Helps if I put the other land down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
6?
Huh.
Question mark?
Huh. Well, that math doesn't add up, does it?
That's a lot of fancy mana you got there.
I can't count. I love it. Pass turn.
Pass. He passes. He's got a lot of mana. He's got a lot of cards. I got 2 servos. Implement of Improvement is a 2-mana artifact. When it's put into the graveyard from the battlefield, draw a card. I really wish that was the first line of text. The first line of text reads, pay a black, sacrifice Implement of Improvement. Target player discards a card. Activate this ability only anytime you could. A sorcery. I will do it right now. Or, does it resolve, by the way?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to sacrifice this. So the important part of this is, let's say you're in a competitive situation.
Yep.
The first thing that happens is a trigger goes on the stack, which is Implement of Improvement being put into the graveyard causes a draw trigger.
Okay.
So the reason that's important is I get to draw a card before they discard a card, actually.
Okay.
Which means I could possibly do something,
Oh,
but I won't.
okay.
Okay, now you discard.
I will discard Sphinx of the Sphinzelverd.
He discards a giant thing. All right, let's get in. Get in for 2.
I take 2.
Takes 2. He's at 10. It's 5 beats. All right, go ahead. Oh shit. Mistakes were made already.
Oh,
Sorry.
well, this is kind of nice. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is important. So I have 6 instants and sorceries in my graveyard.
Uh-oh.
And I'm, for 2, going to cast Cryptic Serpent. Cryptic Serpent costs 1 less to cast for each instant and sorcery in your graveyard. It is normally a 2 blue, 5 other. Because I have 6, don't have to pay the 5, so just the 2 blue. And it is a 6/5 Serpent.
Serpentia.
Serpent. And then I am then going to... Oh, I can't really do anything else. What? That's ball sacks.
Ball sacks.
Pass turn, my good fellow sir.
Let's do it. Untap. And draw. Hey. Let's see how I want to do this. Start with the land. I got lots of mana to work with.
Height.
Hoi, 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 hoi. That is a 6/5, correct?
Height.
So let's say I were to cast that first. If I did, and I could tap for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That would be sufficient. I will play Filigree Familiar. And when it enters the battlefield, I gain 2 life. And then I will go tap 3 and 1 and 2. So here's what's happening. I'm casting Battle at the Bridge. Improvise. Your artifacts can help cast this spell. Each artifact you tap reduces the cost by 1. And so I'm tapping 3 and an additional 2. So X equals 5. Target creature gets -5/-5 until end of turn, and I gain 5 life.
Ooh, I'm gonna have to say no. Negate.
Negate. It is countered. Ouch. That's pretty good. Okay. Then I will sacrifice Filigree Familiar and scry, but first a draw. And now I will scry. Put that at the bottom. Sounds good. And I will go to my end step where there is a revolt trigger waiting for me. I will make a servo.
Ooh.
Go ahead.
I'm dying over here, man. I need some lands. I need some lands. Oh, did I say? I meant fucking. I screwed that up a little. I'm going to Skyline Cascade. Enters the battlefield tapped. When Skyline Cascade enters the battlefield tapped, target creature an opponent controls does not untap during its controller's next untap step. Pick either one. Okay. And then it's just tap, add blue after that. So I will then play 1, 2, 3, 4. Venser of Many Faces. You may have Venser of Many Faces enter the battlefield as a copy of another creature on the battlefield. Cryptic Serpent.
Vizier.
Oh, Vizier. Sorry, not Venser. I can't read today.
Pardon me.
Vizier.
So what does it enter
Except
as a copy of?
Vizier of the Many Faces. If Vizier of the Many Faces was... Oh, God, now I gotta reread this.
Okay, start over.
You may have Vizier of Many Faces enter the battlefield as a copy of target creature on the battlefield. Cryptic Serpent.
Okay.
Except if it is a token and has no mana cost, it is white in the zombie. And it is a zombie in addition to other types. Embalm. 2 blue, 3 other.
Righto.
Okay, so I have 2 6/5s on the battlefield. I'm going to swing with a big, chunky 6/5.
Okay, I will block with a servo, and before damage, I will sacrifice it to scry 1. Keep that on top.
Pass turn.
Righto. Untap and draw. Let's see what you got for this one here.
What do you got for me, buddy?
I'm going to have to pay a life. Go down to 20.
Finally, the lowest I've had you all game.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here is... Or do I want to do it like that? No. Let's keep some stuff untapped. Okay, so I'm going to cast Herald of Anguish. He also has Improvise, so I tap 2 servos to make him cost 2 less. He costs 7. Flying 5/5. At the beginning of your end step, each opponent discards a card.
Ooh.
I can pay 2, sacrifice an artifact. Target creature gets -2/-2 until end of turn.
Wow.
And so he resolves?
Yeah,
Okay.
Can't do anything.
And then out comes Filigree Familiar. So when he enters the battlefield, I gain 2 life.
Huh. No. Censor.
That's going to get censored.
You had too much open for me to even bother with the big guy.
Yeah. Okay. Your turn. And
You get a servo.
actually, I don't. Nothing left the battlefield. But you do discard a card.
I thought it's at the end of my turn. Opponent's
No,
turn.
At the beginning of your end step. So that's me.
Oh.
Your.
Well, that sucks.
But I don't know what I'm going to do about 2 6/5s. Okay, go ahead.
Well, now I have the 7 to cast. Sphinx of the final jerk bag. I think this is my only real chance to actually do damage to you. Fuck. Okay. Go to combat.
Combat.
Tap 1. Unsummon. Return target creature to your hand.
Whoop.
Swing for 12.
Ouch. Boom, 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 boom. I'm at 8.
Go.
Okay, here we go. Untap. Let's see what I get. Draw a card. Oh. It's not too bad. I will cast Stram's Expertise.
What does that do?
Makes 3 servos.
Oh, god damn it.
And then I will tap 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have to pay a life to do this. There's Herald of Anguish. And I'll go ahead and go to the end step where you must discard. Nothing in his hand. Alright, nothing in my hand. We're both hellbent. Go ahead.
What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? Can I see that creature flying dick bag?
He's a big old problem. To quote the wise Jar Jar Binks, so wise, so noble, so handsome. He woos me with his Senate robes.
All right, Hail Mary. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Vizier.
Copying your flying dick bag.
Okay, that sounds pretty good.
I am then going to swing for 12.
I'll block both of them.
Okay.
Away goes 2 servos. And my turn?
Pass.
Here we go. 3 servos. Herald of Anguish, no cards in hand. A Terrarian. Gonna have to plan out my mana wisely here. I will cast Terrarian. It comes into play tapped. It's like Chromatic Star.
Ooh, I'm really messing up the chat window here, aren't I? Oh god, I'm really jacking everything up.
So I'm going to use Terrarian's, Herald of Anguish's ability. Sacrifice Terrarian.
Can you do it while it's tapped?
Yeah, I can. It's the
Oh,
Herald
right,
of
right,
Anguish's
right.
ability.
So he given -2, -2?
I'm going to give it to the Vizier that's a copy of my Herald of Anguish.
Okay.
Okay, but I also get to draw a card from Terrarian. Hey, that's really good. I'll go ahead and pay a life. And cast Battle at the Bridge, where X equals 3. Give your Herald of Anguish -3/-3, which will kill it.
Wow, you got a really good top deck there.
Yeah, that was nice. And then I'll gain 3 life. Boom, boom, boom. And then I will go on the attack for 6.
If that had been a land, you would have been dead.
Yeah, this is nice. This is good. Good for me. I'm proud of myself. Okay, so I'm gonna hit you for 6. You're at 4. Your turn. We got a surreal match here. Game 1 has been turning out to be pretty exciting.
I've got nothing now. That's it. Swing for 12. There's no point.
Block.
Yep. Pass turn.
Pass turn. Untap.
All you have to do is swing.
You have cards in your hand, though. I'm scared of those. You have 4. Play a land. Attack.
I'm dead.
Okay. Game 1.
Good game, though.
Yeah, that was cool.
Not getting that land on turn 7 really fucked me over.
I don't know if I have any cards I even could sideboard against you. We could, if you want, we can play without my sideboard.
Oh no, go ahead. No, that's I have no issue with that. I've got 4 of those Jace
You know what? Now that I'm looking at my sideboard, I just realized that I hadn't unsideboarded from the last game, even though I never drew any of the cards.
So you were cheating?
I wasn't cheating.
You had extra cards.
Actually,
I'm pretty sure that's called cheating.
I was at a disadvantage, actually.
Uh-huh.
My deck
Yeah. No, I clearly see the disadvantage on this side of the board. Oh, you cheating son of a bitch. What can I change this fucking J spells out for if you have not a single fucking blue card in your deck?
That's a good place to start.
Alright, bear with us, people, as he stops cheating and I try something else.
Yeah, I definitely need to stop cheating. It's bad.
See, that would have been an instant loss for you. Someone would have said, hey, that deck looks a little tall, buddy. They would have just yelled, Judge!
I think it was actually short 4 cards.
Judge! You know that's what happened to Nick, right?
What happened to him?
At Grand Prix.
Which
I think
one?
it was Nick. I think it was Xiahou, actually. Xiahou or one of those.
I was at San Jose.
Was Nick there?
I think he like showed
Oh
up.
no, Vegas. It was Vegas. Sorry. I guess someone saw him sideboard, or maybe it was Oakland. I can't remember. It was one of the GPs. He went to sideboard, accidentally left a card in his sideboard, so he had 59 cards. The person watched him do it. They started the game. He said, I'll keep. And they started round 1, and then he called Judge. And then he lost his first immediate.
Damn.
Yep. Balls, right? Just grab my box of rares. 3 blue cards. Or red. Would actually be good.
Short a card. Strange.
It's not bad. No, that set's already gone.
Really? Short card? Are you sure, Paxton?
Excuse me. That looks disgusting. Harness the Storm? Oh wait, that was in my original deck list. Why did I even bother trying to buy it? Whoops. I have no idea what I'm going to do about your token generation, though. That is quite annoying.
There it is. It was on the floor. All right. So now I'm not cheating anymore. You know what's surprisingly good right now is green-white cats. I got first-hand experience. Just like, you know, I think I'm a token deck and they're just playing tribal cats, and all of a sudden it's just endless cats. Like Pride of the Sovereign, what's that card called? You can exert it, tap it, makes 2 cats, and then it gets +1/+1 for each other cat. Meow. Meow. Meow.
Maybe I should put Joran in there.
Oh, Georgie.
Alright, think about that. Do that. I only got to get one more card.
Jace's Defeat isn't the best main deck card unless you're very sure your opponent has blue creatures.
I originally put that in the sideboard, but I didn't get the card for the sideboard for that.
The sensors are good. Counter spells are really good right now. People are like not anticipating how good red-blue control is. Just really like You get access to Hour of Devastation. It's a really good board wipe.
Oh yeah.
And the Cryptic Serpents are sick.
Yeah,
I like the Viziers. It's like a pretty sick list.
This deck is pretty much built around the Cryptic Serpents.
You got Thing in the Ice. You could whip those out. I mean, those are pretty good. That's actually really good for your deck. Get them Thing in the Ice. Yeah. Got your Thing in the Ice.
I do have a Thing in the Ice. Unfortunately,
Gonna bounce all your creatures.
actually, that's not a bad idea. Thing in the Ice.
Bye. Goodbye. yeah, right.
All right, Thing in the Ice. Luckily, I just have this mound of cards. It's pretty much standard everything in here.
Nice. Standard's actually really fun. I actually skipped Standard at the game store to come play Standard on stream because I'm not a loser.
Just for fun, I'm going to show this. This is an Ancestral Recall.
Oh yeah, check this thing out.
I bought this from a guy. Oh, let me start off by saying I went to the card store to buy a shit ton of cards because I wanted to make this thing quick because I forgot to do it over the weekend, naturally. And
he's so busy.
at the game store, there's this dude. He's like trying to dump like a shit ton of cards, and he had 3 boxes of cards that were sitting in the corner. And he's just like, you know, you're buying cards right now. Do you need any of them? And I just kind of went, not really. I mean, I got enough cards as is. And so I told the guy, I was like, no, I really don't need any more cards, like at all. I don't need fucking cards. And he's like, well, can you take them for free, please? And I was like, nah, like I just don't want them. And he's like, I'll give you everything. It's just boxes on boxes. And I was like, sure, whatever. I'll give you $20. And he's like, okay, well, you know, let me toss in some rares. So he grabbed out of the stuff he was going to give to Equilibrium to look at and just tossed him in there. He didn't even look at him. He just grabbed a section and just tossed him in there.
Nihilistic.
And I was just like, okay, whatever. So I start going through the box, and then I found this Ancestral Recall, and I'm like, oh, shit.
You know, if Equilibrium got their shit together, they could dominate the area, because fucking there's
Black Diamond.
Black Diamond Games is cool, but they still don't have their shit together. It's like they could be selling singles. They could have glass counters.
They could look that much better. They really could.
They have all the space in the world. They got this big section dedicated to puzzles, which don't turn any profit. It's just out there on display. It's like, okay, you got your puzzles. Just figure out a better way to organize your store. God damn it, Black Diamond Games, get your shit together.
They're never going to get their shit together, and I'm never going to go back to them.
Start buying singles. Hire sorters.
You were here for when we got that email from the owner, right?
What?
To me.
What owner?
The owner of Black Diamond.
Oh, yeah, what did they say?
So pre-release came out. Shadows? Shadows. I think it was Shadows. I bought a pre-release pack through Eventbrite because they had the whole Eventbrite thing. Sorry, before I get into that story. Anyways, I saw this Ancestral Recall. I was like, oh my god, I picked it up, and then I looked at it, and I was like, wait a minute. I don't remember them doing dot matrix printing on this set. Like, you can see the colors, the grain, the dots. Like, this is not a legit card. And I got really sad immediately, and I was like, oh, it's a counterfeit.
Well, it's also uncharacteristically not matte enough. It's like a very shiny, glossy print compared to a regular alpha card. Hey, Master Hunter 1998.
Hey, Master Hunter. How's it going? Welcome back. We are playing Standard tonight, so we are doing something new. We're doing Tuesday night toss-up. And what that is instead of on Saturdays where we play... I'm sorry. On Saturdays, we typically play just a shit ton of EDH. We figured we'd pick another night of the week, and we're going to do everything else under the sun. And we may even play some Commander. But tonight, we're starting with some Standard. And you can see Paxton really just working that hand. Working it. We're not high at all. So, anyways, that's the whole point of this Tuesday night.
Work it, girl.
So we're both playing with standard
Yeah,
decks. Do you want to explain your deck real quick?
Sure, let's do a little
bit
quick
more
deck
shuffling
tech.
here.
Okay, so this is a really cool deck I came up with. I wanted to crack Hidden Stockpile, which is all about getting revolt triggers so that you can create 1/1 colorless servos. I figure Bitter Blossom was good in standard. Why shouldn't Hidden Stockpile be good in standard? So I got all this kind of stuff like Filigree Familiar and Terrarian and Implement of Malice and Implement of Improvement. All of these, when they go to the graveyard, you draw a card, which is great. And all of them I can they either sacrifice themselves, or I have other ways I can sacrifice them with Hidden Stockpile, or one of my big payoff cards, which is Herald of Anguish. All of these artifacts that I'm creating can make Herald of Anguish cheaper to play, and then he creates massive card advantage by forcing my opponent to discard and allowing me to sacrifice my artifacts to kill their creatures and draw. And then the rest of the deck is just kind of supporting this theme that I've already got going. So like once you got the whole core theme, you had stuff like Servo Exhibition and Metallic Mimic. I'm making lots of servos with Hidden Stockpiles, so I might as well make more servos, like SRAM's Exhibition, Servo Exhibition. And then Metallic Mimic is also technically a Servo Lord. He comes into play, you choose Servo, other servos get +1/+1. And then I got Fatal Push, because, I mean, Revolt Trigger, can't go wrong with 4 Fatal Push, right?
Cannot go wrong with the Fatal Push.
And then you get Battle of the Bridge, because there's actually a lot of redundant life gain now with Filigree Familiar, Implement of Improvement, and Battle at the Bridge. I'm like ticking up my life total, and it starts to become relevant. Like I get out of reach sometimes. And that's the whole deck, yeah. There's some spicy finisher here with Chef at Dunes. I can sack deserts to buff up my token army and sort of go in for the kill. Yeah, that's the whole deck.
Nice. Mine is actually nowhere near as fun as that. So my deck is get as many instants and sorceries in your graveyard as you can, and then play a ton of Cryptic Serpents, and then copy the shit out of them. So I have things like Negate, Strategic Planning. There's a Cryptic Serpent. So Cryptic Serpent, God, says costs 1 less to cast for each instant and sorcery card in your graveyard. It is a 6/5 and it costs 7. So the idea of me getting more and more into my graveyard is a good thing for me. So I welcome your discard, sir. I even have like Pour Over the Pages, draw 3 cards, untap 2 lands, discard a card. It helps with good draw advantage. Raise from the Tides, and see, this is another thing that plays into making sure that I have tons and tons of instants and sorcery spells in my graveyard. So put a 2/2 zombie creature token onto the battlefield tapped for each instant and sorcery card in your graveyard, which means by like turn 5, when I've already gone through like 6 or 7 instants and sorceries from counters and draw and all this other stuff, I can now just throw down just the legion of zombies.
That is pretty scary to think about.
Yeah, so that's what this is more or less based around. I'm still missing a couple cards, so I've subbed in Thing in the Ice.
You know, I have a feeling that that deck would very comfortably... I mean, you're trying to get instants and sorceries in your graveyard. You might as well play them to get them into your graveyard while growing your Thing in the Ice, which is going to also protect your life total. So that would be a pretty sick ad.
Yeah. So yeah, that's literally the point of this deck. It is just annoying.
You know, and they did print Censor, which is one of the best counter spells that's been in Standard in a very long time. That thing is super efficient.
I have 4 Censors in here.
Yeah, absolutely.
And with the cycling on it, it means that I can just dump it. If I say like my opening hand, I've got 3 Censors, right? Cycle them. Just dump them in there from the get-go. Turn 2, I've got 2 instants and sorceries in my graveyard already. Turn 3, I could have 2 more. leave enough open room for counterspell. So, was it negate?
Yeah. Yeah, that's the great thing about cycling is you can always do it at your opponent's end step.
Johan.
That's what's really so good about control.
How are you? Thank you very much for joining us on the YouTubes.
I play control style. I play more in the control side of Magic for a really long time. I'm just like now experimenting with aggro after a long time playing Magic. Like I've built my first few mono red decks just recently. But long story short, if you're building a control deck, you should really limit the number of sorceries that are in the deck, because what happens is you need to kind of create...
You're no longer reactive.
Exactly. You need to create that critical mass of options that you can use at your opponent's turn.
And not only that, it kind of forces the game on them. It's no longer a game of, I'm going to play my stuff and mollywop, right? You're waiting for me to run out of mana.
Right.
Before you make your plays, and it puts you in a stalemate.
Absolutely.
And
which lets you just drop more lands and get better.
Stall out until I can get...
Cycle more cards.
7 lands.
Wait, real quick. Let's roll again. Let's start over here with the roll.
All right.
That's pretty good. 10.
Damn, how are you fucking... You are cheating somehow.
I'm just really good at life. It's my primary skill.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I like it. I think it's a good skill to have.
Did you know I'm a superhero? My power is being really good at being alive. That's my power.
Superhero-ness?
That's what I do. I'll keep.
Okay. I will keep.
Concealed Courtyard. Terrarium comes into play tapped. Go ahead.
Nice. I'm going to put down Highlander
Hamlets
Lake.
cannot be a
tapped.
control deck. Although, if you're talking about ridiculous things printed in Amonkhet block that might actually be competitive, that Dune Beetle, it's the most innocuous of cards, but it's actually really good. It's a 1/4 for 2 mana. To put it blocks anything's X1 on the ground and kills it, and does not die to anything. And even if it does, who cares?
Cost 2, yeah.
Yeah, cost 2 buys you forever. Okay, turn 2, I draw. Play a land. Let's play Concealed Courtyard. You're tapped. I think I'm going to go with this path. Implement of Improvement. Pass. I've always hated control. I've always been the aggro player with every deck I build. My only somewhat control deck is mono green Tron deck, says Master Hunter. Yeah, it really is all down to personal preference, what side you err on. I've become... Like, I don't know, when it comes to me in Magic, I take a big lesson from the Green Goblin, which is that the cunning warrior attacks neither the body nor mind, the heart.
Face.
You must attack the heart. You could just attack the face. That's effective in MMA.
Pass turn.
That's usually what they try to do. Attack the face.
I use green-black Mage Ring Responder deck.
It's a 3rd Concealed Courtyard.
It wrecked.
Right
Nice.
up off the top deck.
Wow.
We're going to start by cracking my Implement of Malice. I'll draw a card, and then you discard.
Oh, wow. Well, you're actually helping me out here. Strategic planning is being discarded.
Way goes strategic planning. I want to attempt to cast. This is risky. This is risky. Let's try to cast a hidden stockpile.
Censor.
Censor. Yep. Yep, that's right. Foolish. How foolish. Go ahead. See, that's what you don't do. Okay. Magic 101. If you know it's going to get countered, don't fucking play it. Magic 101, you just let it be in your hand. You
Enigma Drake. Flying Enigma Drakes. Power is equal to the number of instants and sorcery cards in your graveyard. I have 2 instants and sorceries in my graveyard. It is a 2/4 Drake. Pass.
He has a
Turn.
2/4 Drake. That's really good.
It's only
Well,
just gonna grow.
So how do you attack the heart in Magic? How do you literally attack their moral to keep playing?
Here's what you do. You start by building a deck with 58 counters in it.
That's a very good way.
You get 2 lands.
You're off to a great start with that strategy. Servo exhibition.
It's got me tapped out, man. This is the worst thing for a blue player is to have no open lands.
Open lands, exactly. Go ahead. It's your turn. So, yeah, I've gotten really into playing prison decks. It's like my go-to. I generally gravitate towards attempting to not just be the control player, but literally destroy all of my opponent's resources until they're trapped in a game where I'm not exactly winning, but they can never win, and they have to concede.
2 in the air at you. Pass turn.
Let's reset the life totals.
There you go. Spellheart Chimera. Blue, red, one other. Flying trample. Card equal understood. Oh, see, that's what I got to get in here too. I got to get another one of those. But the Enigma Drake, same cost, just has 1 more in toughness. Although it does not have trample. That's right, Master Hunter does not have trample. Trample can be good though.
I'm going to attempt to cast Herald of Anguish.
I'm going to attempt to counter it. So 1, 2, Essence Scatter. Counter target creature spell.
Way my creature spell goes, and I pass.
Okay, I am going to 1, 2, 3. I have 3 instants and sorceries in my graveyard. What am I going to do? I'm going to be a dick. 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to play another Enigma Drake.
Oh my gosh.
So currently, the Enigma Drakes are 3/4s.
Ooh,
I'm going to swing at you for 3.
Oh boy.
In the air.
That sounds great. Yeah. Oh, wait, wrong one. Yep.
What set was Spellheart Chimera out of? Keyboard's right there, but it's too far. Pass turn.
Spellheart Chimera?
Wasn't that out of...
I don't remember. Hey, look, a spell.
What set was that out of? I don't remember.
Your mom.
Oh, my mom.
I'm going to cast Saram's Expertise.
I will counter that.
With this negate. He's got them all lined up perfectly. It's like basically he has a hand full of counter spells and Enigma Drakes. What do I do? What do I do? Okay, go ahead.
Draw a card. I will then... How many do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4. That's not enough. That's just not enough. Ooh. Punch that mic, baby.
Punch it. Punch it right in the cut. Whap, whap. Good, 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 good. Right in the
Okay.
fucking...
Since I am desperate for cards, I'm going to do 1, 2. I'm going to play Strategic Planting. Planning. God damn it. I'm not high. Look at the top 3 cards of your library. Put one of them into your hand and the rest in the graveyard. 1, 2, 3. Oh,
No, he has more cards than me.
oh, I will put...
Yeah, Spellheart Chimera. That's a Chimera, so that's
I'm
probably
going to
a
put
Theros thing.
Void, Shatter, and a land into my
makes perfect
graveyard.
sense.
And I'm then going to put Strategic Planning in my graveyard. I have 1 card in hand. I am then going to tap 2. God, I'm really bad right now. Play Cryptic Serpent. Costs 1 less for each instant and sorcery card in your graveyard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 right here. So I'm tapping 2. And I'm going to swing at you for 12 in the air.
Well, fuck my ass.
Pass turn.
I'll concede.
That went the way it was supposed to go.
God damn. You really got me. Did you get that noob reference?
Yeah. Oh boy, Rick, that was a good one.
Yeah, he just like chuckles. God damn.
So yeah, that's how the combo is supposed to go. Is that I counter everything you have, stack up this fucking graveyard, and
those basically your hand was 4 counter spells.
5.
Like he was literally just counter spell. Oh wait, 2 mana open and counter spell. I don't even think I have anything relevant I could sideboard against you. I'm gonna put in 1 card. And I hope I draw it, but even if I do, I might.
What do you think you would need?
More access to card advantage. So I'm white-black, right? I'm not really doing things like your game-winning spells are a little bit innocuous. It's actually the 5 mana. I'm not about to go riffling through your cards here, but I appreciate it. Yeah, white-black has trouble drawing cards, so I'm going to put in Obnixilis Reignited because it says you draw a card on the text. That's what I want to do. And then I think I should take out some removal.
Why remove? That's the only thing that would remove the drakes.
Or maybe I should swap out my removal because see, the thing is I'm running 4 Fatal Pushes main deck, and you got things like Cryptic Drake and a thing that costs 3. So I don't know if I can always get the revolt trigger. So I'm gonna also got a guy that costs 4.
What about To the Slaughter?
So I'm gonna switch out To the Slaughter's pretty good.
Got one right here if you want it.
I'm gonna use Never because it also destroys creatures. It's much slower, but I can cast it from my graveyard. And I'm also gonna put in
this actually would wipe me out.
Declaration in Stone. Oh wow, this is actually really good. Can I trade you for this or buy
Just
this?
take it.
Just take it. Damn. Okay, wow. I appreciate you. I won't use it right now.
You should.
No, wait.
Give me a chance to counter it.
I'm like, I'll improve my deck with this card later, but this is really powerful.
It might just save you if someone else has in fact, if someone does another token, Servo token deck, they're all named the same.
So the thing is, I have these 4 Authority of the Consuls in my sideboard, and you'd think that they would be really good against burn, but they're actually horrible. Don't use Authority of the Consuls against mono red.
Yeah.
So yeah, Declaration in Stone is a lot better than that. Okay, let's shuffle. Let's play more Magic. Hopefully I can create a tiebreaker.
That actually went pretty well.
Yeah, you stomped. That was an egregious stomping. I was like, I got 2 1/1 tokens, and you're like, I got 6 5s, 6 4s with flying, and a 6 5. What turn was it like? Turn.
Had to have been
6.
turn 6, yeah.
Still really good for turn 6.
Three, 6.
I got 2 dragons out and a serpent, a leviathan.
I should have just said I got 2 whelps and a worm. I do like your deck though. It has a lot of synergy in it.
It's slowly improving every time I tinker with it. The thing is that the metagame right now is vicious. It's just very strong and very open, so it's really hard to get a deck that beats everything, especially now that there's aggro is back and with a vengeance, so you don't have to just deal with the mid-range decks. There's also control. You got red-blue is actually the #1 control deck right now. It's really good. And then zombies is gonna fade out pretty soon, but there's still Mardu, mid-range and Teamer mid-range energy kind of stuff, and there's Delirium, Teamer Delirium shenanigans with Emerge.
Is that set still in Standard?
It
Dragons?
is.
That's Dragons Tarkir, right?
No. That's not in standard anymore. But Oath of the Gatewatch is still.
Oh, that's the next one on the chopping block, though, right?
Yeah, it's gonna disappear pretty soon.
When this new set comes out, that's what falls off, right?
Set falls off. Yeah. I think both of them fall off. I'm not exactly sure though how they do it now.
I think it's by block. I think they do blocks now.
I have no idea. Okay, we're both back to 20.
All right, let's do this. How many cards do you have in your deck?
60.
Oh, you sure?
I'm sure.
Because you know that first game.
Yeah, I think I had like 56.
Well, thank you for the top 7. Am I
Yeah.
putting them on the bottom or the top?
That's up to you.
I kind of want to look at them to find out if I want to keep it, but
You're not allowed to do that. That's the cut. I mean, if it's truly random, you don't know what it is either.
No, that's true. I'm gonna.
That could just be your
There we
hand.
go. Okay. Oh, this is miserable. I'm
I'm actually gonna keep this.
gonna mulligan. That
This
was
is-
bad.
It's a one-lander, but I'm on the play, I guess.
Why'd you draw 7 cards?
What?
Why'd you draw 7 cards on my deck?
I'm not high. That's not a reason.
No, of course. No, neither am I. I would never do anything. Planets are gonna go to shadows and moons are out. Yeah, it's gonna suck.
Yeah. Say goodbye.
No.
Goodbye, cards I love.
Okay, well,
Forsake me, for this is standard.
not the hand I wanted, but you know. The lowest person goes first.
The lowest. Very well. I shall defeat you.
I only say that after I rolled. It's still high. Yeah, you won.
I win. I'm a winner.
I had a 1 and a 2.
Okay, here we go. Chefette Dunes and Implement of Improvement. Go ahead.
I will play Highlander Lucky and pass turn.
Okay. Draw. Hey, look at me being lucky. Let's continue to tear through my deck. I'm going to gain 2 life and draw a card. Technically, it's the other order. I will also play another Implement of Improvement. Go ahead.
I'm going to play another Highlander Lucky. I don't know if I want to play Highland Lake. Fuck it. Pass turn.
Let's get out Implement of Malice and Terrarian. This Terrarian is tapped. Go ahead. Love my artifacts. Look at these wonderful artifacts. I have Metalcraft.
Oh, god damn it. Can't.
I'm a special magic player.
Pass turn.
Conceal Courtyard comes into play tapped. I will attempt to cast nothing. I will sacrifice Implement of Improvement. Gain 2. Draw. Go ahead. Your turn.
Oh, thank God.
You drew it.
I top decked it. I was very starving. I will play. Nothing.
Nothing. My turn.
Wait. Yes.
Get a swamp down. And crack Implement of Malice, so you discard a card. And I draw a card.
Thank you.
Go.
Get rid of Forgotten Creation.
Let's try to cast Servo Exhibition.
I will Void Shatter it.
What does that do?
Devoid. Counter target spell. If that spell was countered this way, exile it instead of putting it into your graveyard.
All right.
This is just in case people have, like, you know, storm bullshit kind of things.
It could happen. All right, go ahead.
Fuck.
So far, we're battle cruising it up. Just trying to get card advantage.
This is really bad for me. I am not in a good position here. Enigma Drake. Pass turn.
Enigma Drake plays a creature. Plays Sheffet Dunes. Implement of Improvement. I will attempt to battle at the bridge your Drake.
It is dead.
I'll gain 4. Pass the turn.
Oh, thank God. I am starving for lands and shit. I will 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pour over the pages, draw 3 cards, untap 2 lands, and then discard a card.
Sounds
1,
good.
2, 3. And then I will discard it. Oh, untap 2 lands. Just dos. Like these 2. And discard a card. I will discard Skyline, Cascade. Pass turn.
Okay. Untap everything. Draw. Let's play a tapped Concealed Courtyard. Then I will attempt to cast Filigree Familiar. The results? I'm up to 30, and I'll pass the turn. Not that my life total is actually relevant at all in this matchup. It really isn't.
Land for turn.
In fact, it's probably true that I already lost, but we'll see.
I highly doubt it. I've been starved for mana, like, a lot.
A lot of my card draw is actually on the battlefield. Like, if all of my permanents die, I'll draw 3 cards, which will help.
Tormenting Voice as an additional cost. Discard a card. I'm discarding a Cryptic Serpent. That's how desperate I am.
Interesting.
Draw 2 cards. 1, 2. Ugh. Just barely. Just fucking barely. So I have 3 instants and sorceries in my graveyard. I'm going to cast Cryptic Serpent.
Sounds good.
Pass turn.
At your end step, I will sacrifice Implement of Improvement, draw a card, gain 2 life. Up to 32. That is pretty annoying. Untap, draw. Let's cast Never, targeting your Cryptic Serpent. And then I'm going to go ahead and return. So I'm going to create a zombie. And attack for 2.
Take it.
Pass the turn.
You didn't see that. You
I
didn't see anything.
I see nothing. I
7.
know nothing.
Sphinx of the final word has 5.
Oh shit.
Hexproof. And instants and sorcery spells you control cannot be countered by spells or abilities.
Oh. Can I see it real quick?
No.
I'm not allowed.
No. Because you asked.
Cannot be countered. Flying hexproof. I see.
Hmm.
Well, that's amazing. A 5/5 with flying.
Pass turn. Shadow bursts.
Hexproof is a giant problem. How will I combat this new threat?
Kill everything.
Let's start with SRAM's expertise.
Shit.
3 servos. I get to cast something with CMC 3 or less for free. I'll cast Servo Exhibition. 2 additional servos. I'll attack you with Filigree Familiar.
I'll take it. I'll take the 2.
That's right, you will. You pretty man. Go ahead.
Dick.
Coming for those life points.
I know. That's the part that's gonna hurt a lot. If I'm smart, I think I'm gonna do it this way. I'm going to 1/2. Oh shit! What am I gonna do? Fuck! What am I gonna do? 2, 3. You know, you got me in a pickle instead of the other way around.
Yeah, I managed to muster up a good number of little fuckers.
I do not like the choices before me.
I think a board wiper too would really help you out. That would shaft my whole situation.
I think I'm going to go for Hail Mary here. 1/2. Vizier of many facades.
Okay.
Copying Sphinx.
I don't believe it can. Can you read?
Hexproof.
Yeah. Oh, I see. Yeah, it's not Shroud.
Yes.
I'm an old Magic player. Excuse
I
me.
am too. I will then. I need shit on the fucking board to deal with your goddamn creatures. Okay. All right, fine. We'll do it this way. But only because it's your way.
Always are my ways.
1, 2, 3, 4. Cryptic Serpent.
That's a lot of creatures. Just got a 5/5, 6/5, 3/5, 55. Combat.
Only have 1 card in your hand. I will pass turn.
So he's got 3 great blockers. That's not helpful.
Coming from the guy with a ton of fucking servos.
He has 3 great.
Doesn't that come into play tap?
This did come into play tap.
Oh, okay.
I'm suspicious about something. I'm gonna crack this terrarium and add white-black to my mana pool. Draw a card. Interesting. Very interesting. Let's cast Servo Exhibition. I'll attack you with Filigree from here.
I will block with Sphinx.
He dies, I draw. Cast Implement of Improvement. Let's crack Implement of Improvement. Oops, the way. Up to 34. Hey, Terrarium. It's your turn.
Oh, for fuck's sake. This is not going my way. Island for turn. I am going to cycle Censor. Get more land counter shit, so no point. Oh, good. That's exactly what I didn't want to fucking see. Harness the Storm. I am going to swing at you for 5 in the air. I'm sorry, 10 in the air. God, what am I saying? 5. 10.
I don't believe I can block any of that.
Flying.
Down to 19.
That doesn't seem right. You're at 34. 34 minus 10. There you go.
24.
That sounds more like it. Unless you want to go to 19.
No.
I am happy to...
No.
Oh, damn bastard.
Alright, my turn?
Yes.
Cool. Let's see
If
what
you
I can
can't do
here.
anything in 2 turns, I'm going to have you.
This is true. Gotta go in for the kill. I'm gonna activate Shefet Dune's ability. Crack a desert. Creatures I control get +1/+1 until end of turn.
Shit.
I will attack you with my army.
I think that's game.
Well, let's see here.
No. I'll have 2
4,
life
6,
left.
8, 10, 12, 14, 15, 16.
I'm going to block the zombie.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15, 16, 17. Right, so you block the zombie.
I have 2 life left.
Yes, that's exactly what happens. Good job, zombie.
Taking one for the team. Ooh.
I'm going to attempt to cast Hidden Stockpile. No response.
I can't. Oh, I can't let that happen. Insidious will. Choose one. Counter target spell. Or you may choose new targets for a target spell. Or copy an instant or sorcery. You may choose new targets. I'm going to counter it.
Your turn.
Please, not a land. You fucking fuck. All out swing. 16.
Boom, 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 boom. I'm at 8.
Pass turn. I am... Doesn't matter if I was tapped or untapped or whatever. I'm dead.
You are dead to servo action. Let's draw a card for posterity. Go to combat.
Good game.
Good game.
I had... These are the only instants and sorcery spells I had almost this whole entire game.
Yeah, that's very unfortunate. You just didn't have enough action. I mean, once the servos got out onto the board, you couldn't stop the ability of me to activate the land to pump them all up and punch the damage in there. So the problem was not having enough counter spells initially.
Yeah. Which sucked, because that actually would have gone pretty well.
Otherwise, you would have just beat me to death. Yeah, I had no way to stop your big creatures.
I was really hoping to top deck him, because then I could have ended you. Oh yeah, they're kind of all in a clump. I still have yet to see the zombie, the Rise to Tides. Kind of sad about that, because that would be awesome.
Let's play another game.
Yeah, I'm down. Well, considering you cheated on the first one.
Was this just the second game? No, you beat me a game.
No,
Right?
yeah, you won the well, you won the first one.
That was just a warm up. Let's not count that one.
And then I wrecked face the second game, and you just wrecked my face this game.
Okay, so it's like a tiebreaker now.
Yeah, but wow, you weren't kidding. You get a mountainous amount of life.
Yeah, it gets out of, that's what happens is I get out of reach, and so all of a sudden I can just race you and win, which is great with Chef at Dunes. That's the whole reason. You just like pump up everything and like, it's kamikaze.
That literally worked to your advantage. I didn't think you would actually get the opportunity to do that.
That's the one way that Hour of Devastation and Amonkhet have really helped out a lot of the artifacts strategies with the deserts. And it's really made like 2-color, 1-color decks a lot stronger. Like all of a sudden, Ravenov Ruins is, I'm sorry.
Into the mic.
Oh, everyone can hear me, right?
Yes.
Okay, good. Yeah, just speak up if you can't hear me. I want to remain audible. I know a lot of my previous videos, I'm not like the loudest talker.
Ash Ketchum, welcome, and thank you for joining us. Thank you very much. We are actually doing a new thing. This is Tuesday night toss-up. You care to explain the whole point of this?
In front of my salad?
Well, it's to actually get Paxton up to speed to win competitive standard, because he, out of all of us, has actual pro points.
That's not what it's about.
That's what all of this is about. We need to make him into a fighting machine. You ever remember that Rocky movie where they pump that like Russian full of steroids?
Oh my gosh, no.
You're the steroids.
I am the
steroid. The decks are the Russian.
I am something of a table topper, and I like to attend as many qualifiers. And see, the thing is, I've never actually played in the Pro Tour, so it's that is a big milestone. Least ways win a Pro Tour, right?
Yeah, right. And the other 90% of us doing this is to actually do something different, you know? We have Saturdays for EDH, which is great. I'm beginning to like EDH, but I am personally more of a legacy modern player, and it's a good experience for me to do standard. As well as you now have a standard deck as well, which is
this deck
really
has been
good.
A really fun experience brewing it up and taking it out, and you edit it a little bit at a time. Like, you don't have to net deck, of course, but I find that net decking is like really, really great actually, because standard is really cheap, and a lot of the times like new sets will come out and new decks will pop up all of a sudden, and you can just like, oh, I'm gonna spend, less than $200 for sure, like usually $150 to buy a brand new tier 1 deck, and then for less than $200 you're all of a sudden can play Magic the Gathering competitively for a whole season. And like a lot of people complain about standard, but honestly that's a really good value. That's a lot of gaming, and it's great because it gets you out of your house. It gets you out from in front of your computer, where
giving yourself
a lot
first-person
of
shooters
like to spend too much time at, and spending time in front of live human beings with shuffling Magic the Gathering cards and shuffling the Gathering Gathering the Shuffling. Gathering is in the title of the game. It's a good part of the game.
It is a big part of the game. It's kind of hard to play against yourself if you know what you're going to play.
Right. Although I do goldfish a lot. It is fun. Goldfishing is a really good way to figure out what's going on. Like, okay, goldfishing is one of the... It's like doing a diagnostic testing. Like, imagine yourself as a computer for a car engine, and you're going to goldfish your deck to figure out what the problems are. Like, for example, I'm not drawing enough lands. I'll add a land. Then goldfish another 5 times. See if, like, your curve is working out, you know. It's really helpful. I actually did that right before the GP. I was at 22 lands, and I just wasn't drawing enough lands, and it doesn't make a lot of sense in a mono black deck with nothing in the entire deck costing more than 3 to want 23 lands. But I was like, nope, I need 23 lands, and it ended up working.
Nice.
Estupendo.
I put 9, 7. There are I think there's 19 lands in here. But there's just an atrocious amount of counterspells.
Counterspells are good. I would like to see you add some board wipes. This deck would all of a sudden get really strong if you had, like, Hour of Devastation.
Honestly, I didn't know what kind of deck you have. So I just kind of...
It's just good against everything, because, I mean, you expect to be fighting creatures, right?
I guess.
Blow them all up.
In Standard currently, what card does 1 damage to all creatures that is red?
1 damage to all creatures? 1 damage?
For tokens, for instance.
Well, I think the best board wipes right now... well, you're red and blue, right?
Yeah.
So you can't really play Engulf the Shore. Honestly, it's really Hour of Devastation or bust. There's nothing else you got.
Yeah, but I don't like that because...
5 mana, 5 damage. Kill all their creatures.
But that would kill my creatures. I just need to do 1 damage or maybe 2 damage to a bunch of garbage. You know what I mean?
I see. Well, I'll check the Gatherer and see what's going on. Maybe there's like a... Oh, Kozilek's Return, of course.
Yeah, but that only does it to 1 creature.
No. Kozilek's Return does 2 damage to each creature, right? And then if it's in your graveyard and you play a creature with CMC like 5 or greater, then you can exile it from your graveyard, cast it without paying its mana cost, and it deals 5 damage to each creature.
Can you hand me that monstrous box of garbage?
But here's the thing. That card's about to cycle out.
For now, can you hand me that monstrous box of cards?
Yeah, and Kozilek's Return is really good against my deck, especially. It just like wipes everything.
Well, no, it'd be a good card to sideboard, is what I'm thinking. Blah, 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 blah.
Sweltering Suns. 1 red. Deals 3
Oh
damage to each creature.
God, that's
3.
perfect.
Yeah, that card's actually seeing play in Modern now, because I was researching Scred because I want to build a variant of Scred.
What set is that out of?
That's Amonkhet, I believe.
Oh, god damn it. I don't have an Amonkhet box. Now I've got to go out.
You look so concerned.
Buy more cards.
I remember you showed me something that you drew. Is that the one that you draw, or is that...
Oh, yeah. You watched me start drawing this, remember? Yeah. Like a year ago. It took me forever to finish because I never worked on it. It's not because it was like...
Isn't that always the case, right? Just like sitting down and actually doing it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it turned out all
I
right.
actually own 4 Sphinx of the Final Words, and I just went out and bought them. Womp womp.
Almond Cat. Kit Kat Almond Bar. That's my favorite set. I love the Almond Cat block. It's so cool.
I know I have.
I'm in love with it.
In here somewhere. Cozies. Rakozy.
With an almond Kit Kat bars.
Oh god.
Cha, 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 cha. Yeah, it's kind of some cool little effects happened.
Mm.
Yeah. Get that on Kit Kat. What? Get that on Kit Kat bar.
I know it's in here some fucking where.
Yeah. Get that on Kit Kat bar. Yeah.
Oh god, I have more cards. Fuck. Oh no.
This is the remix.
Many. Oh, there's an Harness the Storm. Actually, I don't need that yet.
Walking to the vending machine. I'm feeling like I just need an almond Kit Kat almond Kit bar. Yeah.
Oh yeah, gotta get almond cat. Gotta get almond cat.
Yeah.
Gotta get almond.
Drop your pants. No underwear. Shit on the floor.
Wipe it up. All right, I think I got another box somewhere. Anyways, put that off to the side. What did I draw? What did I draw? Oh, right. That's what I drew. Balls.
I did a mulligan. Now I'm gonna draw 6 cards. Yeah.
All right, I don't have. Oh, a piece of paper. Ooh, piece of candy.
That's a great hand. Scry one.
Sweltering Suns.
Ooh, what do I want to do? What do I want to do? Let's keep that on top. 'Twas this. Need that.
I need to get that.
Because these are my only lands. I believe I won, so you're on the play.
Oh, okay, cool. I will put a island down for turn. Oh, okay, yeah, that's what I want to do.
Okay, I think. Swamp. Go ahead.
Oh, let's do a Mountinian, and I'm gonna put in Thing with the flies. Pass turn.
Giant. Oh my god. Alright, untap, draw. Play a plains and hidden stockpile.
Ooh.
Your turn.
Out from the start, eh?
Yeah. It's like that Bitter Blossom start. Well, I didn't get to make a token this turn.
Highland Lacay. Pass Toyn.
The gold play is Terrarian, then crack Terrarian, draw, play hidden stockpile turn 2, go to end step, get a token.
Ooh.
So that's even better than Bitter Blossom because you get to make a token that turn. And
It's not creature, it says artifact?
any permanent you
Oh,
control.
any
So I
permanent.
can even sacrifice lands to get the trigger, which is pretty cool. Again, with the deserts, because there's deserts that you can pay 1 sacrifice and kill things.
I can't hear you that well.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is that better? Okay. Here I am. Land. I'm expecting a sensor. Let's try and cast a metallic mimic.
Oh, okay.
Enters the battlefield, I choose servos as a creature type. Go ahead.
I'm going to play a land. I'm going to play Forgotten Creation Sulk. This creature can't be blocked by creatures with greater power. At the beginning of your upkeep, you may discard all the cards in your hand. If you do, draw that many cards.
Interesting.
I will attempt to swing and do nothing for 0. Pass turn.
Well, yeah, you can't swing. This is defender. Let's draw. Play a land.
If you're going to play anything, now's the time, Paxton. Now.
Let's get me out.
The time.
Filigree Familiar.
Ooh, nice.
Game 2.
Mm-hmm.
No combat. I will actually sacrifice Filigree Familiar to draw. And then I will scry. That's the correct order. That's fine to be on top. Go to end step. Get a servo. Pass the turn.
Okay. Untap.
Oh, so he's gonna discard stuff and
Upkeep.
that's brutal.
the beginning of your upkeep.
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention this servo that I just made comes into play with a counter on it.
I'm going. No. You get that. At my untap step, I'm going to unsummon your lord, and then I'm going to discard all the cards in my hand and draw that many cards. Unfortunately, there are no instants and sorceries in here, so 1, 2, 3. Land for turn. I'm going to Tormenting Voice, discarding my Desert of the Mindful, drawing 2 cards. And I'm going to swing for 3.
No action, I take 3.
Pass turn.
Concealed Courtyard comes into play tapped.
Nice.
Let's recast Metallic Mimic.
Counter target creature spell.
It is countered. I will create Implement of Improvement. Oops, I did the mana wrong. That's unfortunate.
Womp womp.
I should know better.
Oh, and I get to take 3 counters off that. Sorry.
3 counters.
I played Unsummon, Torment, and Essence Scatter that turn.
Righto. Alright, your turn.
I chose not to draw more cards.
He's got me in a pickle. No doubt about that.
Better than having it the other way around.
Pickle Paxton!
I'm going to 2 red, 1 blue, Enigma Drake. He is a 3/4, and I will swing for 3.
Block.
Oh, what a dick. Pass. Toin.
I'll attempt to cast Herald of Anguish.
Sounds good.
That's amazing. End step. Discard a card.
Sphinx of Ziafanza Verd.
Your turn.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. How does this shit work? Oh, you know what? What am I doing? I got one right next to me that I don't have to pull out of a fucking sleeve.
It should be in your deck, silly.
Does not have haste. Pretty fucking useless at this point.
Well, it flips, right?
Yes.
The flipped creature has haste. I mean, it doesn't. It's not affected by summoning sickness. You've already summoned it. It's
Oh.
the same creature. It's just
Oh.
flipping. It's like
Okay.
a transformation of all of its text.
Got it. Can I cast a counterspell without a target?
No.
No?
No.
That's dumb.
If you cast a counterspell at a target and the target disappears, that spell fizzles. But
It's still cast though, right?
it needs to have a target in the first place.
I can't just aimlessly cast it.
Right.
Damn it.
Them's are the rules. Like, you can't Doomblade nothing. Just like
Your opponent has a black creature. Doomblade. Doesn't. You can't do that. Target non-black creature. Sorry. Or actually, Doomblade might be any creature. I don't know. I doubt it. I don't remember.
Damn. Well, this is not what I want at all.
Oh, more people play Doomblade. Fuck you. Fuck.
Okay. He's a 5/5, right? That big flying hunk of
Thank you.
garbage. Pass turn. Oh yeah, non-black creature.
I'm going to attempt to cast Never, targeting Thing in the Ice.
Well, now I have to do something. Just gonna play Censor. So I'm gonna counter it unless you pay 1.
I'll pay 1.
Okay. That triggers Thing in the Ice. Everything is returned to each player's hand. Sorry, all non-horror creatures are returned to their owner's hands.
Okay. Now, I'm not exactly sure how this works, if it's the same target or...
It's flipped, so I think it's a different target.
I don't think that's how it works.
Well, Thing in the Ice is no longer there.
Do you guys know the rules about creatures?
Oh, good. JD, he's actually a level 1 judge.
JD, help us out here.
So, I don't know if you caught this, but we'll restage it here. He's playing... Oh, there you go.
Oh, so I don't get to destroy it?
No. So, if it was Thing in the Ice, and I played the sorcery to trigger it, and it flips, it is no longer Thing in the Ice. It is Awoken Horror.
Very well. Very well. I'm gonna get you.
Well, it is a 7/8.
I'm gonna get you.
I'ma put my dicks in.
Yeah, it's your turn.
Untap, upkeep, drawl.
See how good Thing in the Ice is?
Yeah, actually, it's a very good recommendation. Thank you. I will then... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I will play Enigma Drake.
Enigma.
Enigma Drake.
Excuse yourself.
Oh, I'll leave then.
Yeah, that's right.
And then I will swing at you for 7.
No response. Down to 12.
This story level is going to give me a night.
I'll
Oh, a
take my
migraine.
turn. Do I take my
Yes, I'm sorry. Past turn. So, by the way, he is a 4/4 flying Drake. What part are you at in Skyrim, Tyler? Hey, he's playing Skyrim, right? I think he's playing Skyrim.
Attempt to cast Herald of Anguish. It resolves. Go to Insta. You discard. You got a card there. I see a card.
Damn.
What you trying to pull here? I got nothing. Except that one card. This bright orange thing. Alright, go ahead. Take your turn. God damn. Oh my god.
Shut up there, noob noob. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Quiet, noob.
All right, so I'm gonna swing for 7 on the ground.
You don't get to go on adventures, noob. Wipe up all this diarrhea.
Dude, that shit is so good. I'm ready for my first Vindicator's assignment. No, you're not.
Oh.
She like turns all of his guns into a broom.
Yeah.
Like, what a dick.
Yeah.
Are you gonna take the 7?
Yep.
Wow.
Down to 5.
I've got 2 5/4s. 4 4s. I've got 2 4/4s and a 7/8.
Ain't me no thing.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
alright.
so what other abilities does your Kraken have besides bouncing everything?
That's it.
That's it. And
He is useless on all other accounts.
ain't me no thing.
No cards in hand, by the way. Sorry, I totally forgot that other card was there. That's why I was like, hands. The Shadowverse.
I'll start by paying 2, sacrificing Implement of Improvement. I'll draw a card. One of your Enigma Drakes gets -2/-2.
Okay.
I'll cast Servo Exhibition.
Oh, I see what you're gonna do here. You're gonna kill a Drake, aren't you?
I'm gonna kill a damn Drake.
What a dick.
Sack a Servo. Kill that.
Don't you have to sack 2?
No, I only have to sack one artifact to activate the
Oh,
ability.
okay.
I have a blocker. And I have 2 blockers. And you have to discard. Sounds good enough for me. Go ahead.
I actually have none this time. I promise.
Bring it on. Oh yeah, wait. I got a servo trigger.
Nice.
I'm gonna slow roll this win, guys. I want to try to at least. His tech is deadly. He could burn one of my blockers away. He could counter.
That's the one thing I need in here is a
One of my
little bit of
spells.
burn.
Burn is good.
A little bit of burn would have gone a long way just now. I feel like I need to take this out.
Whoever wins after this game, we should play a round of Commander.
Oh, absolutely. Thank you. You're gonna kill my Drake next turn. And I do not have any cards I need to do something about it. Pass turn. Good old anime card game. How you feeling, by the way?
Oh, I feel pretty good. I could definitely use some more water though. Servo Exhibition.
Did you say more motor oil?
Yes, more motor oil. That's what I need, baby. No, I'm good.
Okay.
I'm good. I do need to drive. Servo Exhibition. Will never get countered. Gonna target the Awoken Horror. Go to end step. Yeah, go to end step. You discard a card.
This is what I was saying I need to take out of here. It just doesn't fit yet because I haven't, oddly enough, I still haven't drawn any of the zombie creation, which this would really boost
Yeah, I haven't
that.
seen that yet.
And we
You could
played
top deck it right now.
3 games, and I still have yet to see it once. Rather annoying. Is that it?
Yep, that's it for me.
Nothing to do. Fuck. Okay. Cycling sensor. Enigma Drake. I'm going to swing at you for 5 in the air.
Do I block that? Of course I do. Otherwise I'll die. I block.
2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, 5 in the air. Okay.
I trade.
Pass turn.
Concealed Courtyard comes into play tapped. gonna cast Battle at the Bridge.
Saw that coming.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So gain 6. Attack for 4.
I take 4.
Your turn.
Fucking son of a bitch. Pass turn. I am severely irritated now.
Yeah, this has become a grind fest. Okay. Let's get out Aerial Responder
Ooh, nice.
and Servo Exhibition.
I can't believe you're gonna kill me with servos again.
Attack for 4. Go ahead.
Jesus.
I do not have a copy of Sheffet Dunes in play.
Pass turn.
Otherwise, I could have pumped up everything. Attack 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'll gain 2. This actually has Vigilance. I'm actually now going to sacrifice a Servo. Scry. Scry to the bottom. Go to that end step. Revolt trigger. It is your turn. You are at 4.
I really wish that was in the reverse order. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay.
Oh, I could have played it 2 turns ago. I miscounted.
You were holding it?
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
I miscounted. I fucked up. 1, 2, 3, 4. I get 5 zombie tokens.
That's a lot.
2 zombie tokens. Pass turn.
Okay, at your end step, I'm going to tap.
You've won this already. All you have to do is swing.
You can block everything.
I have 5.
5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm going to get in for 1, 2, 3 at least. And you're at 4. Here's what I'm going to do actually. I'm going to tap for 4 and sacrifice a desert. I'll choose one of this grasping desert. And give one of your zombies 2 -1/-1 counters to kill it.
Okay,
Now I'll untap.
that's it.
Untap, draw. A swing for the win. You
Nice.
got nothing in hand.
Nothing. Again, is the only instance I had the whole game.
Yeah, that's very few. It's unfortunate.
And I have a shit ton of instants in here.
Maybe you're just a
Look, they're all... Oh my god, look. A brick of them. A solid brick of
I would
them.
take out the 5/5, the hexproof guy. He's really cool, but I think you have better bombs. You should have like just put more burn and more board wipes.
See, here's... I was just saying, man, like... I would have had it if I played this and had another one of these already in the graveyard. But the problem is I don't have enough cards that aren't counter that would benefit from this. You know what I mean? I don't know. I think I'm just getting really shitty shuffling right now. Because this is atrocious. This is really bad.
Yeah, that's not enough.
I've
You
got
know, okay,
I've got
check this out.
23 instants and sorceries in here.
Check this out. So at the PPTQ I was at for Modern recently, I was playing a 17 land mono red like all in attack, kind of like 8 whack deck, and it only has 17 lands, right? And I didn't play a single game where I didn't draw at least 5 lands during the game. That's like obscene. You don't
That
want,
is pretty bad.
you don't want to really ever draw more than 3. 5. There was one time I drew like 8 lands. It's like, how do you draw you know, literally half of your lands in a quarter of your deck.
No, that's ridiculous.
So that happens to people, and you lose games, you lose matches. Sometimes the odds are just not in your favor. Eight whack is really good.
I just got shafted though. That hurts.
Welcome to the world of Standard, where all your dreams are shattered. You thought I was going to say where all your dreams come true? No. Standard's where your dreams get pissed on. Standard's where you take brews to the local meta and get crushed over and over because you're a noob and you'll never beat the net deckers. Dun dun dun. It's unfortunate. It's so unfortunate. Shall we, Commander?
Yes.
Shall we switcheroo this diddly-do?
Hey.
So I brought two decks. One of them is super annoying, and the other is actually relatively cool.
Well, I remembered I can't play Zur, because Zur is banned in one-on-one.
He is?
Yes.
You're allowed to play Zur against me. I don't care. I don't care.
You do remember what that deck does, right?
I do remember, but it's alright.
Are you sure?
I'm sure.
Snoo?
Yeah, I'm ready to go. Not that I'm like trying to meta you or anything. I'm not exactly sure how this is gonna go. My deck is pretty annoying. It takes really long turns. I'm just gonna warn you. I'll try and play as fast as I can, but I'm really high. I'll try and get some water. Let's take a quick break. Excuse me. I wasn't supposed to say that. Oops. Can you edit that out?
No. I'm gonna leave it.
Oh well.
Out of spite.
That's life, baby.
Baby. Well, hopefully I'll get a good shuffle in here. But there are 23 instants and sorceries, and I only drew 5.
I'll be right back.
That whole game. That was harsh. We're going to be right back. I'm going to roll our sick intro real quick here as we go get some water. I'm going to go grab Zur, and we'll be right back, and we're going to play some Commander for you guys tonight. Some Mono, Imano, French Commandeer. Welcome back, everybody. We are here. We are going to play some French Commander. Just ran all the way downstairs. I've got a feeling, sir. Wait 1 sec. What's that? Oh, you can say it in the mic if you want. Just take it all over there. Ooh, you know what? I would really like to actually play my General Tangerine. Actually, now that I think about it, I think this would be fun.
So I'm looking through this deck, and it's like really powerful. It can like kill you out of nowhere, but there's a deck building like Nombo that I want to point out, and I think you should try and make a decision and go from there. So here's the Nombo. It's like you got these creatures like Thing in the Ice, Enigma Drake, and your Serpent dude, and they are really good with having creatures in your really good at having instants and sorceries in your graveyard. But then you also have guys like Sphinx of the Final Word, and where's that guy? The Vizier.
Well, the Vizier is really cheap, and it allows me to copy your stuff and not just mine.
That's true. However, these are more like mid-range spells, wouldn't you say? Like,
yeah, absolutely. And
so I think if you're running like you're maybe not like having enough room to have enough like counter spells, or like maybe there's not enough control in here.
oh, Nick, I already asked him, and he said he doesn't mind playing Zur, considering that Zur is like pretty disgusting. But I'm actually going to use General Tangerine, and I'm not really sure what cards I'd have to cut out of my commander deck to make it French. Honestly.
So my idea for you is either go all in on like blue-red mid-range, or make it all about instants and sorceries in your graveyard.
Well, see, that's a thing. So that second game that we had, that should have been the normal ideal game. I have 23 instants in here. I mean, me drawing 5.
That's actually a lot.
By turn, what were we at? Like 12?
Yeah.
That's atrocious. That's bad. Having 23 instants in here and only drawing 5 of them in 12 turns.
Yeah, it's pretty unfortunate.
Yeah.
Maybe just more draw then. Just a little bit more draw.
I do think getting rid of Harness the Storm is going to be a must.
Yeah, it's an enchantment, so it doesn't really do anything.
I think, although it has a purpose in here, I think I might get rid of Forgotten Creation. I think I'm going to keep the Sphinx, because that pretty much grinded you to a halt. You couldn't target it. You couldn't do anything to it. And being able to copy it with the Vizier,
yeah, that's not bad,
made it so I had... If I had the other Sphinx in my hand, I would have had 3 Sphinx out on the battlefield. But I had 2. So I was able to make 2 hexproof 5/5s.
Right. That's really hard to deal with at all.
Yeah. So I think I'm going to keep those. But I do agree with you. There are some things that I need to cut.
Maybe just a little bit more draw power would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
I actually don't think I brought my commander along with it. Oh, here he is. Hooray.
Yeah. Anyways. But yeah, no, I totally agree. There's some stuff I need to change. Obviously, I had these Jace's denials in my sideboard, but you didn't play blue, so it's really fucking useless. So yeah, we'll see. But it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, those were some pretty sweet matches. Like a lot of really close games. I think a lot of them came down to one turn, even though they were really long games. So sweet.
Well, at least the second game wasn't long.
Yeah, you just crushed me right away. But I managed to squeak out the win there. Go Servos.
Oh my god, that last game. That first game you had me with on all those servos that was good. That one came down to either you were going to kill me that turn or I was going to kill you next turn.
Right. That's exactly what happened. Let's get the life totals back up to 40.
Okay, so this is like... I'm missing a lot out of this deck, but I really want to see it work. I haven't yet gotten it to kick off, and I know it's because there's certain key cards I'm missing out of here.
Okay, maybe I should. I don't know if I want to be playing. Yeah, why not?
Yeah, do it, and then I'll switch to Mizzix after this, because my Mizzix is either single or multiplayer. And actually, Mizzix in single player is pretty mean.
This deck is more of it's really geared towards 1v1.
This is maybe.
I honestly haven't gone
group.
through the ban list to see what's on here.
I have not gone through the ban list to see what's on.
And it's not fully optimized either, so it's like missing key lands and lots of stuff, honestly. But
oh, apparently we have to pull out our soul rings. That's what's banned in French Commander.
oh, are they?
Apparently. See, this is why I think if we're gonna do French Commander, we have to actually make a tailor-made French Commander deck, because neither one of us have done that. These are just our regular Commander decks.
Right. Well,
we don't have to call it French Commander. We could just call it 1v1 Commander. It's kitchen magic. And Commander, the ban lists are more of a suggestion, don't you think? It's like until you know what? Until there is a GP or a Pro Tour or they're even letting you play Commander for Friday Night Magic and like actually getting Planeswalker points off of Commander. Until they do that, then I don't accept anything as being formal. Like, for example, one of my biggest gripes with Commander and my play group is that they don't let me use the wish cards. Judgment is one of my favorite sets. It's in my like top 5. The wish cards are really cool, but you know, without sideboards, technically they don't do anything. But I mean, in the world of Commander, where we're not talking about formal competitive Magic, the card literally reads, you know, grab any card you want out from outside the game. You could just open up your rare binder, grab any card. That's what it's supposed to be, right? That's like the
It's supposed to be what's in your sideboard, but yes, the wording on the card says otherwise at face value. All right. You ready to win? Because I'm ready to lose.
I'm ready to see what the hell happens.
Just so you know, the
I've never
archetype
used this deck before.
of this deck is to mill. It is a red-white mill deck.
Red-white mill deck. Oh, it's cut time, baby.
Oh, we better not get our streams crossed. We're both wearing black today.
Commander GP would be fun. Just do like 5v5s. They'd have to change the whole thing. Like
You'd have to win first place, like
they would have to assign
4 out
a
of the
judge for
5
every
games.
table. What I would think they would do is assign a judge for every table to monitor like what's going on. It wouldn't be that hard.
All right, you ready?
Let's draw 7.
Come on. Hi, give me a high. Hi, hi, hi. Oh, finally a 10. Watch, you're going to get a 12. 10. Oh, my God.
I'll re-roll first.
Okay.
10 again.
Rigged. You did that just so I would lose. Ooh,
Oh,
shit. I take all my words of hate that I say towards anything else in life but you back.
No trust in the universe.
No.
All right. You're on the
We
play.
don't draw first. Okay. I'm going to put down a Mountinian. Pass turn.
Draw. Land. Go. Look at that sweet little island.
Return the mountain back to my hand. Put out Boros Gersal. Pass turn.
Draw. Swamp. Go ahead. Your turn.
I'm gonna put down Mountinian. Pass turn.
At your end step, I'm going to cast Vision Skeins. We each draw 2 cards.
Okay. Take your commander off the battlefield because it looks like he's in.
Okay.
Thank you. 1, 2.
Untap. Draw. Sheevan Reef. Talisman of Dominance. Golgari Signet. Your turn.
Let's put down a P lanes. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Man, that 2-card draw is kind of mean. Wait, how many cards do you have in hand?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh, man.
I was able to drop a land and 2 permanents, so
Nice.
get it down.
Terramorphic Expanse. 6, 7, 8. Still have 8. gonna put down Guardian of the Gate list in my graveyard. Pass turn.
Alright. Untappity. Andrade.
Yeah, Zer would win pretty fast.
Yeah, look at all my colors, right? Let's crack this Scalding Tarn. Pay life.
Yeah, if you have more than one color in your deck as a dependency, Zer would just go to town.
Although this deck does run a lot of rocks. It's like Rock City.
Oh, nice.
So it could eventually escape.
The
Well,
clutches.
The one lock. But then I still have to deal with all the other enchantments. So it would be a good match.
Oh, I have Dovescape in there too.
Like if you have a card that says destroy all artifacts, that'd be pretty cool. Like Austere Command. Just fuck your opponent's rocks while they're... Well, I guess you can't cast
Oh
Austere
yeah, can
Command.
you put your graveyard below your deck?
Sorry, I keep it up there like a weird person.
And why is your library in the middle of the playmat?
I keep it up there like a weird person. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. Green.
Uh-huh. Welcome back, Tyler.
Green, blue, red, black. Cast Yidris.
Nice.
Cast Swiftfoot Boots. And I'll pass. I would appreciate a quick journey to the restroom.
Go for it. Promise I'm not going to do anything that they're going to see otherwise. Okay. Draw a card for turn. Okay. Oh, I don't know what I'm going to do. Can make 5. I have to hope that he doesn't have any removal. Oof, that's a real long shot. Should I wait the turn? Try and live out that cascade? Or should I put something down and see if he removes it? Who's won the most matches so far? So, I would say Pax, out of our standard game, won the most matches. It was a good game in our standard game, so congratulations, Pax.
Thank you.
I'm gonna say
very
you,
hard.
I'm gonna say you barely won.
It's true, I did barely win. It's a matter of circumstance, perhaps.
Yeah, I don't know. Kind of wish I would have been able to draw more than 5 of 23 instants and sorceries in my deck, but you know, what you gonna do?
That is a good question. What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna throw out a sacrificial lamb here. General Tangerine, 3/4.
General Tangerine.
Pass turn.
All in tab. Draw. I'll equip Swiftfoot Boots to Yidris. No response. You're tapped out. I'll swing with Yidris.
I'll block with General Tangerine.
Okay, so he's a 5/4 with trample.
Yep.
Damage.
1.
Okay. When Yidris, Maelstrom Wielder deals combat damage to a player, as I cast spells from my hand this turn, they gain Cascade. I'm going to need some dice. I'm going to need 2 d20s.
Why?
I am playing a Storm deck. Okay.
And you got tons of d20s in front of you.
Sweet. Let's do it. Okay. Starting with... how are we going to do this?
Should have played the other card. Ugh, Tyler waking up at 6 a.m. is not fucking fun.
Mana time. Here we go. 3. I'll cast Helirai.
Mm-hmm.
Cascade.
Ashnod's Altar.
Cast Red of Flame.
Wait. Ashnod's Altar would...
It's less than, I believe. Exile cards from the top of the library until you exile a card that costs less. So
Oh.
it has to be 2 or less.
Okay.
So Red of Flame, I get 2 red mana. Storm count is 2. It might not matter this turn. I'm going to minus. Go to 1 on Saheeli. Create a token artifact that is a copy of Talisman of Dominance. Oink. 1. Golgar Signet. Cast Cabal Ritual. Cascade. Soul Ring. This is where I would technically be cheating, right? Put those in a order I don't know about.
Handed me 2 cards, kind of hard.
Okay. Now I have a lot of mana. That wasn't threshold though.
Nope.
Go down to 1 red, cast Chromatic Lantern. Cascade.
Oh, you missed the 2 cards in your graveyard. The land and the altar. No, they're there.
They're there.
Yeah, they're there.
Although specify so we can be sure what you're talking about exactly.
Oh, in regards to your threshold.
So I cascaded directly into a Talisman of an Impulse. Storm count goes up to 6. Now I'm going to cast Thought Scour. Cascade. It's Dreams. Oh wait, no, it has to be less. So it's actually 0. This is going to be interesting.
Do you have anything for 0?
I do actually. It's Wheel of Fate. Put these in a random order.
Oh, so you're just gonna have to suspend it?
No, it actually gets cast. It costs. It just gets cast because it costs 0. It has CMC 0.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Suspend is an alternate cost, which doesn't interfere with Cascade. Okay, so we Wheel of Fate, discard our hands, and draw 7.
You sure that that's how it works?
That's exactly how that works.
Okay. Nick's calling for us some reason. What's up, Doc? Hello? Oh, he's saying the Tendo and the Ashnods need to go at the bottom of your library, not in your graveyard.
Oh, is that true? Okay.
You
My-
could
my
just,
bad.
like, message us. All you said was you cascaded to them, they need to go at the bottom. Oh. Well. Wait, who's correct? Oh. Well, that's stupid. Well, then I should be putting more stuff in there and set them up as triggers since they cost CMC 0. That works. Cool. Alright, bye.
Okay. Well. Pay 1, 2,
Oh, 2,
3.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Oh wait, my bad. Let's bump this back up one. It's a Simic Signet. Cascade. Things are starting to get Rocky. No. It's Reclaim. I shall put a card from my hand, from my graveyard on top of my library. It's going to be Wheel of Fate. And then these go in a random order at the bottom. Storm count up to 10.
Nice.
Now we're going to...
C-Stream, I'm going to point out that I probably should have played this instead of General, but I didn't know if you had any removal in there, so I should have taken the chance.
I'm going to cast Frantic Search.
I was going to put this instead of my General on the battlefield.
Oh, that would be pretty good. Would it have blocked for enough damage?
What do you mean enough damage?
I mean...
What's half your life total?
Oh. Yeah. I couldn't prevent that. That would be annoying.
It'd be 20/20.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Be huge.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm going to cast Frantic
No,
Search.
well, you're at 35, so never
We
mind.
know it's on top, so it's a Wheel of Fate. So Storm count's going to just go up to 12. Let's discard our hands and draw 7.
Okay.
Oops. Now I'm going to cast Frantic Search. I draw 2, discard 2, untap 3 lands. Untap up to 3 lands. Oh, Jesus. This is ridiculous. Wowzers. Holy schmoly. Wow. Much wow. Much. Okay. Is there a way that I can actually win right now? I have 1 mana.
You have 3.
Oh wait, I was supposed to untap 3 lands. I think that's the ticket. Okay, so we're gonna use all my mana here.
So 4.
I'm gonna cast Turnabout. I'm gonna choose 2, untap. Let's see. I think I do actually have more artifacts than lands. Yeah, I'm gonna choose to untap all artifacts I control. First, we cascade. It's sleight of hand.
Wait. What's the cascade?
When I cast this spell, it cascades into sleight.
No, what's the number on the cascade?
4 or less.
And what cards did you go through first?
Land, Whispering Madness.
So it wouldn't whisper.
No, it has to be less.
Oh, right. I keep thinking it's equal to. I don't know why that keeps killing me.
So we're gonna go up to Storm 14. Untap all my. Wait, first sleight of hand. Look at the top 2. I still need to draw a lot. Put 1 at the bottom. Put 1 into my hand. Untap all my artifacts. Two. I have 1 colorless floating. Treasure Cruise. I think I should also say I have a green floating. I'm gonna exile 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Draw 3.
So what are you paying the 1 blue with?
And I created it with Simmons.
Oh, okay. Sorry, from here it looks like a blue-white. Or a green-white.
There sure is a lot going on. I think I get to do this for free. Green colorless, right? Summer's Bloom. Cascade. Sorry, that's my hand. I should put that face down. Ancestral Visions. Storm count goes up to 16. I draw 3. I can play 3 additional lands this turn. Sanctum comes and play tapped, unfortunately. Mad Tower. I think we can do the
Tell me
whirly
more
if
about
we
the
can.
Paradox engine in the deck. Oh, it accidentally makes a couple things go infinite. So depending on what's on Mimic Vat or what's with attached to Isochron Scepter, it kind of allows it to just go absolutely bananas and completely mill someone out if Altar of Dementia is on the battlefield. But the point is to really get them to crank out a ton of creatures and then use Altar of Dementia to mill them out, or just swing.
Okay, I'm going to cast Intellectual Offering. Let's Cascade. It's Cloud of Fairies. Storm count goes up to 18. I have a Cloud of Fairies, I untap 2 lands. That's fine. Intellectual Offering, we each draw 3 cards, and we each untap all non-land permanents. Now I think I just need to draw a win condition at this point.
Was it like do 2 damage with Storm?
Yeah, I mean my Storm count's at 18, so I really just need to draw a Storm card at this point, or draw like Ether Reservoir. I want to cast Basalt Monolith.
So I have to ask now, do you do this until you draw that card?
Yeah, I will continue to go until
So
I
do
draw
you
a
feel
card.
like playing that out? Because if you're going to eventually draw that card,
I'm at this point, I feel like I've won. Yeah, I have a full grip of cards, and I have tons of mana.
Okay.
And this process continues, where I continue more cards.
okay.
And,
All right, then we're going to stop here.
okay,
I'm going to say you won.
there's a game.
Yeah. No, I get it. But I even said on stream, I was like, I should play this, but you had black in there, so I didn't know if you had like a removal spell or something.
It would be huge, yeah.
Yeah, it'd be a 20. Blah 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 blah. Please tell me about the paradox. Okay, I was saying good. Oh, Pax deck. Oh yeah, especially with all the artifacts, you could totally just go ham. Or Mind's Dilation, yeah.
Yeah, Mind's Desire is one of the win
I'm sorry.
conditions.
Desires.
Then there's also Tendrils of Agony and Aetherflux Reservoir. Those are the only 3 Storm cards in the whole deck, and I just keep going until I get one. I could also get Past in Flames. I had Tendrils of Agony in my graveyard.
Oh, nice.
That was a pretty good grip. I kept running into the right stuff. Like a lot of times it'll just fizzle out. Like it's sort of like it only gets to storm off on turn 4, like 1 out of 5 games or so, and then the rest of the time I'm like trying to win turn 5 or 6.
At the process you're getting me to go through my cards, if I would have drawn and kept Sneak Attack, I think it would have been over.
I'm gonna switch decks.
But that was good. I actually now kind of want to play Zur against it.
You want us to try and Zur it?
No, I got 10 cards from Zur
It's
that
a little
are
bit
in
annoying
another
though,
deck.
the one like the whole 1-turn style. But like maybe we can do something a little bit more interactive.
No, that's fine.
And this deck is mono black, so
I don't care.
Zur's not gonna lock it out like quite so easy.
Yeah, that's a good thing though. No one wants to see that.
This is okay, so this is the very first commander deck that I've ever built that I've just like slowly been tinkering with, and so it's like one of my favorite decks, and it's one of my little babies. I'm really happy that when my apartment was broken into recently, it wasn't stolen.
Nice.
I got my modern deck stolen, but this one survived, and I think this one was probably even I like it more. It's more precious to me.
Yeah,
Precious.
that sucks too.
And I just switched over to Dragon Shield sleeves. So they're amazing.
Oh wow.
They're like,
He's going fancy.
yeah, I'm going fancy. I'm eventually planning to foil out this deck. It's a slow process, but it's really enjoyable to artistic side of deck building. Like,
Oh yeah. I did that with my Zerd deck. I think all but like maybe 8 cards are not foil in my Zerd deck,
wow, that's a pretty high percentage. I'm not quite there yet.
barring the lands.
Like the lands for me, I do. They're all snow-covered swamps, which is actually does have a mechanical synergy in the deck.
That's fine. This is supposed to have snow color. All these are supposed to be snow colored for me on that deck, but I'm not going to go and spend $75 on snow covered mountains and plains.
I actually got a pretty good deal. It was like 70, 60 cents per land. I don't think people really want snow-covered swamps that much.
No. The snow covered plains I think are only like
Mountains are the most desired.
like $3. I want to
People
say.
really want to play Scred.
Yeah. Well, the mountains are outrageous.
Scred's a really bad card unless it's in a very particular kind of deck, which is mono red control.
Right.
And then it's like, well, think about it. There's Flame Slash, right?
Mm-hmm. So that's
Scred-
how he runs Feldon too.
Scred only deals damage to creatures. So if you want to get better than Flame Slash, you need to be turn 5 or later. And Modern is a turn 3 and 4 format. Like, you just die to Death Shadow, or 8 rack will make you discard your whole hand, or you'll die to ad nauseum or something.
Yeah.
So
I personally like the idea of like Pauper, and I kind of wish there was a way to do it with
I love Pauper.
like
So
a way
much
to
fun.
do it in Legacy that wouldn't suck, where you'd be like max dollar per card.
I don't know where my water went at all.
Max like dollar per card, whether it's a rare or not rare, you could play it. Just keep it on your side.
Thanks.
That would be sick. That'd be dope, actually.
Wait, what are you talking about? Let's say that one more time.
So kind of mix the two of them. So put a max cap, like Pauper, put a max cap dollar per card, and then just tell them they can make whatever Legacy or Modern deck they want. And it'd be like a fun Pauper style.
Huh, that would be interesting.
Oh, what?
It would be
Yeah.
interesting if they had some kind of point system where like rares were a certain
Just
number
assign
of
dollar
points, mythics
values
were a
then.
certain number of points. Let's give it a good shuffle.
Ooh, yeah. Oh, baby. I like the way you do that, Nintendo man.
Nintendo 64. I actually never owned a copy, but I bought lots of Nintendo 64 games when I was a kid, which is weird because I never owned a Nintendo 64, but my neighbors did, and I played lots of cool games like GoldenEye and Pokemon Snap.
Oh, dude. So I have a crazy Snap story.
Aw.
We were playing Pecan Snap, and
Let's roll.
Oh yeah, roll.
6.
5, naturally. Anyways, we bought Pokemon Snap when it came out, and you know how they had that giant Planes Go? They had that giant contest where you get the most amount of points in the Mew level, and you win like this prize, like a Xiahou Pikachu edition or something weird. You win this colossal prize, right?
Okay.
So we're trying. We don't get it. They take all the submissions, and then they're like, oh, we're announcing that this so-and-so won. And we're like, damn. So we got a little discouraged. Played it like
Necropotence?
maybe a month later. Done.
No, I'm going to pay 7.
Wait. You're going to pay 7?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Oh, okay. I was playing a month later, and we beat the high score that someone had submitted, and we were so upset. It's just utter sadness.
Sorry. Give me just a moment.
It's fine.
Your turn.
Thank you, sir. Put down a P lanes and a Legion's Initiative. Do you know what this is? Oh, I'll just hand it to you.
Yes, I know what that does.
Cool. And Nick said he would be down to build a Highlander deck that I could play here on Tuesdays.
Oh, sweet. Highlander? We should
Yeah,
definitely
and he
look
said
that.
he's going to put $2,000 into it and then let me just have it
And
outright.
you know, a lot of people's really good decks, like, for example, I'd argue that Matt's
Let's get some
Skullbriar
water.
deck, you could easily just take Skullbriar and put it into the 99, into the 99 and make a 100 card deck. I mean, sure, you don't always have Skullbriar there, but it's still a very functional deck. So, I think that's what makes Highlander a little bit cool. I mean, okay, so Commander is cool because certain commanders open up some strategies and open up lines where you get to use cards, where you wouldn't necessarily always get to use that card because it's not very competitive. I think unfortunately, there's not very many super competitive commanders out there.
It's your turn.
It's my turn. So it's an unfortunate thing. What are we gonna do? Temporal extortion. So you either pay half of your life rounded up, or I take another turn.
Yeah, I'll pay half my life rounded up.
Okay. Most people do. And I'll go to end step, but before I discard, I will exile 7 cards. And I have to discard. Go ahead.
Such a gracious gentleman. Gentle lion. Oof. Wow. Hope you didn't see that. I meant sneak attack.
Uh-oh.
Pass turn.
Untap. I'm going to cast Unmask for free by exiling Dark Ritual from my hand. You reveal your hand to me, and I can choose any card from it. You discard that card.
Oh, okay.
Alright, let's get rid of the Resolute Archangel. That seems really good.
Yep. Thank you, sir.
I cast Gilded Lotus. I'm going to cast Entomb. Search my library for any card, put it into my graveyard. What will we get? Probably up next list. Sorry.
Oof.
Sorry about that.
I'm about to pass the turn. Before I do, I want you to cut my deck. I'm a kind of risky kind of player, so
It's not a bad thing.
I'm gonna have you cut.
All right, cool.
I'm gonna pay 11 life
Ooh.
and draw 11 cards. But I have a reliquary tower in play, so I don't have to discard anything.
That is good.
And it's your turn.
Not what I was hoping to get. I'm gonna put down AP lanes for turn. I will pass turn. What's your commander?
It is Xiahou Dun, spelled Xiahou space DUN.
The one-eyed?
The one-eyed. Considering this Lake of the Dead. I don't think it's the right turn. What you got going on over there, man?
Not much, actually. I was hoping to draw a different card.
I'm gonna summon my general.
Height.
I'm sorry I'm taking so long. Let's just get a Warrant Power Stone tapped. And pass the turn to you.
Still not what I needed. Damn.
I'm surprised I haven't been sneak attacked yet.
I haven't drawn anything that I need and or want. Two of the, well, I should say 3 of the 20 cards that I'm missing. One of them is actually my draw substances. You know what? I'm gonna pass.
Alright, here we go. I got some rough beats coming for you.
Yeah, I know.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm gonna cast Worst Fears so I control your next turn.
You control my next turn?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'll go ahead and whack you for 3.
I take 3.
Okay. It's actually commander damage, but I don't think we need to notate that.
It's actually over here. 3?
Yeah. I'll read the bones. Scry 2, draw 2. Okay, now I take a turn.
Okay. At the end of your turn. Ooh, which one do I like? I'm going to 1. And I'm going to play Angel of Deliverance. Then with Angel of Deliverance out, I will tap 1 more. I'll play Guardian of the Gateless. Have 1 white.
They have flash.
Sneak attack.
Can I read sneak attack?
Yes, you may.
Just to be clear on what it does. Put a creature guy. That's what it does.
Howdy, Chief. Welcome. I will then, with the 1, 2, 3, 4, after we sack him to the end of the turn, I'm going to play Faith's Reward. Return to the battlefield all permanents that would be put in your graveyard from play this turn.
Oh, I see.
1,
It's
2.
pretty good.
Unfortunately, I don't get the angel back. Okay, that is the end of my turn. Does it say you get to look at my cards or just play my turn?
I get to play your turn, so I get your everything. I'm gonna come over there.
Okay. I will let you draw the card then, since that's a part of your turn.
Okay, here we are. We got dual casting, homeward path. I draw.
Yep.
Exquisite Archangel. That all seems nasty.
There is one thing that you can do that will hinder me annoyingly.
I'm going to sneak attack your Exquisite Archangel. I think I did that out of order. Okay, then you just sacrifice it at the beginning of the next end step, right?
Yep.
Okay, so I'm going to pass, and this gets all sacrificed, right? Let me
Yep.
let me
No, just this guy gets sacrificed.
right, but let me read what this does. Angel Deliverance deals damage to the reformer card types. Okay, and another creature. Okay, this gets sacrificed. I'm going to tap all your lands. Yeah, that's all I'm going to do. Okay, back to my turn.
So I was gonna say, if you really wanted to just add that extra bit of fun, what you should have done is when you took my turn, you should have sacked Legion's initiative from the get-go, right?
Yeah, I realized that pretty quick. It's a big mistake.
Just to get it out. Then I would have sneak attacked in the one guy,
Yeah.
and then I would have played dual casting on him,
Oh yeah, that would have been the best way to do it. all.
and then it would go. So
da 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 da. I
it's
messed up.
it's your turn.
Well, that's all right. That's okay. Live and learn.
Well, you know what? Those aren't fucking non-black creatures. What you doing with all those non-black creatures? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Get out of here with all your non-black creatures. Reaver
Nice.
Demon. I'm going to attack you for 3.
I'm gonna have to take 3.
That's right. Play land. 4. I'm going to play actually my favorite card in all of Magic the Gathering. It's called Last Laugh. It says whenever a permanent other than Last Laugh is put into a graveyard from play, deals 1 damage to each creature and each player. No, I didn't want to play that before blowing up their stuff, because then Xiahou Dun would have died. Go ahead.
I'm gonna
3.
untap, upkeep, draw. How many lands do you have over there?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7.
Oh, I have 5. Awesome.
Have you missed a land drop?
Nope. That's the unfortunate part,
Wait, how did I get?
because I haven't been getting.
Oh, I see.
And you didn't put Homeward Path down for me
Well,
either.
I drew a crazy ton of cards this game, and my hand is honestly mostly lands right now.
Pass turn.
Let's untap. Before combat, I'm going to sacrifice Xiahou Dun and return Obnixilis to my hand.
Mm-hmm.
Then I will attack you for 6.
What a dick.
Then I will float a black mana. And I will play Lake of the Dead. Sacrifice a swamp. Oh yeah, this is supposed to be scooped. Excuse me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I don't have to tap this one. Let's actually switch this around. Get this bad boy in on all this. So we're gonna cast Marlin of the Mornsong. Then we're going to cast Obnixilis Unshackled. So at the beginning of your turn, you're going to search your library for a card and lose 3 life, and then lose an additional 10 life.
Oof.
You're at 8.
I think that kills me.
I think so.
Nice. Well done.
That's a game. Do you want a rematch for a comeback?
Sure.
Let's do it.
By the way, good job taking that angel out.
Yeah, I didn't want you to escape the life total.
I was going to. I was like really excited when you did that.
Unfortunate.
Because I was like, oh yeah, man, I'm gonna get sneak attack out, gain all my life total back, and if I ever needed her again, just bust Legionnaires initiative. And
Unmask really came through right there. I could have played it a turn earlier, and I really messed up. Like Necropotence, no reason not to.
oh, of course.
Missed opportunities. A lot of them happen.
Oh, that was definitely fun though. Do you want to try this one more time? This is a very slow deck without the other cards, or I can bust out Mizzix, but
Play whatever you would like. This is my favorite deck. You play your favorite deck, or your whatever deck you feel like you would jam with the best. I just
all right, I'll play it.
shuffled upside down cards like an idiot.
General Tangerine goes away.
Yeah, dude, next Tuesday, try and have, I know this seems like, but get some Pauper. Let's play some Pauper Magic.
I'll spend an hour, get some cheap-ass cards, and just throw something together.
Because Pauper is one of those formats where we can build as many decks as we want for really cheap. Like, we could build 15 decks for $150.
I like it. Let's do it. I'll have a deck next Tuesday, and I'll try and slap the deck together for something for modern. Do you have a modern deck? You said.
I do.
Okay, I will try and slap a modern deck together.
I'm working on mono red and modern because I'm not naturally a very aggressive player, so I'm trying to get better at counting and all that.
Nick, I wouldn't mind the Pauper decks. I kind of want to make one of my own. In fact, I have a little inspiration from something I saw, like, from a friend actually, and I think he got it off TCG Player, but it's a Chittering Rats deck.
Oh yeah, that's exactly what I already have, dude. I built mono black Chittering Rats.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I did.
I thought that shit was amazing.
It's great. It's actually not that good. you don't win a lot of games.
you don't play it to win. That deck literally frustrates the shit out of somebody.
Oh yeah, it does. It really drags the game out. Chittering Rats is almost modern playable in a mono black devotion list. It's like pretty damn good.
Oh right, cards.
But I think if I'm gonna build another Pauper deck, I probably would invest in like Tron. It's like $100, but that just because of the Tron lands, and they're always useful to have a playset of Tron lands.
Yeah.
And then the rest of the deck is really cheap. That's generally what I do, like when I want to break into formats. It's a really good idea to like get a budget deck that has a playset of like, let's say, one really good card. Like for example with mono red, when I got into mono red, was like, this deck I'm gonna build is less than $50 unless you decide to put the playset of Blood Moons in the sideboard. So I did. That's like $150 or less. I don't know how much it was altogether. Let's give you this to cut. Or like, let's say you want to get into Tron, don't have enough money for everything. I don't know. Just pick a one place set and go. One play set at a time. I love these sleeves, they're purple. They're Fancy royal. Fancy feast.
Regalia.
Regalia.
Thank you.
Okay, so you can be on the play.
Oh, okay.
I won the last one.
Oh my god. Wow.
This hand is barely keepable.
I have one legitimate land. And things that I normally like to see in my opening hand. Okay. I can live with that. Reset life totals. Oh, let me change the commander life total real quick. Hand you these.
I really wish I did have the Portal Three Kingdoms version of Xiahou done. I have the foil Judge promo, but I prefer the white border Portal Three Kingdoms card.
Okay.
Not that I don't like foil cards. I really actually love foil cards, but something about the Portal Three Kingdoms, it's just a really, really cool set.
Ready?
Yes.
Okay. Swift Water Cliffs comes from play tapped. I gain 1 life.
Right.
Thank you, sir. Pass turn.
Start off the game with Reliquary Tower. Go ahead.
Mountain. Go.
We're really battle cruisering it up here. Swamp, go.
Another mountain. Go.
Swamp, go.
1, 2, 3. Doc Fadaños.
Shit.
Pass turn.
Let me read what all he does. Dak Vidanios. Target player draws 2 cards, then discards 2 cards. Did you do that function? You just didn't do anything? Gain control of target artifact. You get.
Oh, no, I probably should +1 him.
Yeah, you should probably +1 him.
Thank you.
He has Faithless Looting on him for +1. That's ridiculous.
Draw 2, then discard 2. 1, 2.
No, I can't play my mana rocks. That's bad. Bad day. It's okay. I have lots of card draw coming up. One might be able to draw my way out of this.
Sorry about that.
There's a cool artifact maybe before. I can do it anytime though. When I want to do it next turn.
No, you want to do it now. I'm the voice in your ear.
Expedition map. Crack it.
Damn.
Your turn.
Smooth power play there. Actually, I'm going to go like this. Is land. I am then going to play Chandra, Torch of Defiance.
Chander.
You can +1, exile the top card of your library. You may cast that card. If you don't, Chandra deals 2 damage to your opponent. Her other +1 is add 2 red mana to your mana pool. Her -3 is deal 4 damage to target creature, and her -7 is whenever you cast a spell, it deals 5 damage to target creature or player. That is an emblem. That is her blow up. I will then +1
Must have missed it.
to add 2 red mana to my mana pool. She's now at 5. And I will let you finish.
I'm sorry. I
Take your
I
time.
got into this knowing exactly what I wanted, but I can't find it for some reason.
Just a basic land card, isn't it?
No, it's any land. But,
Oh, any land.
I have Cabal Coffers in mind. Here it is. And a shuffle.
I'll plus. Sure, why not? Oh, +1 to Dak. I will draw 2 and discard 2. Fuck. I gotta discard real quick. Discarded 2 cards. Cut your deck. It's a quite fine, slippery deck you got there, boy.
Yeah, it needs some wear before it's quite functional. Quite. My turn?
Yes, it is your turn.
Let's do it. Draw. Capital coffers. Let's just float 7. Use up 5.
How are you floating 7?
So capital coffers activates, and because of Urborg, Tomb of Yawgmoth.
Oh, right.
So I get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that
No,
costs
2.
2.
Yep.
6, 7.
So never mind.
So here comes Promise of Power. Pay 5. Draw 5.
Ooh. Oh, do you see that? He got excited, guys.
Okay. Pass. Discard.
Do you want me to wait for you to finish, or
You can take a turn.
okay? Draw a card for turn.
These are my 4 cards. Death Cloud, Gilded Lotus, Snow-Covered Swamp, Consume Spirit. Oh yeah, good point. Thank you. I totally forgot about that.
Oh yeah, yeah. You don't have to discard.
Saved by the goddamn bell.
down. I'm gonna draw 2 and then discard 2. 1, 2. Oof. Woof, that hurt. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna play Island for turn.
Hello, Super Ultra Mega Combat.
I'm gonna add 2 red to my mana pool.
Floating 2.
Oh man, never mind. Well, yeah, sure. I'll float. No, fuck it. +1, I'm gonna exile a top card of my library. If it's a spell, I may cast it. If I do not cast it, you take 2 damage. Let's see what we're exiling. Fuck. Nope. Fuck that up. Pass turn.
Interesting. Tap and draw. And a land. I seem to remember this going badly in the past against this deck.
Oh yeah, super ultra mega. Yeah, about that. That's my fault, like 100%. I'm really bad at shipping cards. I accidentally fucked up all the addresses and stuff like that. So I promise you will have your cards very soon. I'm sending them out again.
So I'm gonna get my Rune Scar Demon, and it's gonna let me get any card I want, and I want. Oh, I don't have to tell you.
Oh, I bet. Yeah, well, I mean, I said I was going to send you the card, so I actually need to send you the card. It's 100% my bad. But we do enjoy you guys having fun with us and hanging out and just being generally good people. That's always the best. Can't ask for better, right, Pax?
That's right.
Unless you want bad people.
So I cast Rune Scar Demon, tutored up a card. Can I cast anything for 2? I don't believe so. Nope. Go ahead.
Drawing card for turn. It's not good. Damn. I'm going to pass. No, God, shit. I guess I'll. There's nothing over there I can steal.
I got my Rune Scar Demon.
I meant artifact wise. Okay, nope. Damn it, Paxton. I hate you, Paxton. I hate you.
He hates me and my bullshit.
Sorry. Add 2 red mana to my mana pool. I'm going to cast my commander, Mizzix. Then I will pass turn.
Add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 mana to my mana pool.
Nice.
I'll beseech the queen.
What does that do?
Search my library for a card with CMC 7 or less.
Ooh.
I'm gonna get extra planar lens. Hey, what's up?
Pete, what's up, man?
So I'm gonna be floating 1 mana. I'm gonna cast extra planar lens, and I'm gonna exile. Oh gosh.
Is it 1 or 3 to cast? Extra planar lens.
3.
Okay.
So I'm gonna float 1. So that means I'm gonna have 2 left over in my mana pool, and this is the snow-covered swamp getting exiled.
Okay.
2 left over. 2. I'm gonna attack Chandra.
Aww. How did you know? No, I'm kidding.
Oh wait, you know what? Actually, before I do that, I'm sorry. I have to do this. Use up my mana. Let's cast Torment of Hailfire, where X equals 6. Repeat the following process 6 times. Each opponent loses 3 life unless that player sacrifices a non-land permanent or discards a card.
So I have to do it 6 times?
6 times, yeah. Just sacrifice your planeswalkers, dude. No biggie. Non-land, you can't sacrifice lands.
No, I know. I'm just thinking. I'm gonna discard Blatant Thievery.
Blatant Thievery.
I am then going to I'm gonna Mystical Tutor and ouch, discard Mimic Vat.
Gross.
Sacrifice Mizzix. So that's 4, right? 1, 2, 3. 4. 5. No, you know what? That 3 life, you said?
3 life.
I will take 9. So Blatant Thievery, Mimic Vat, and I sacrifice Mizzix.
Not bad, not bad. You're at 32. I'm gonna go attacking in on Chandra after you're all done there. Wait, you're casting Mystical Tutor?
Yes.
Okay. That's after Torment of Hailfire?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh no, that was in response to.
Oh, you should have probably searched before you discarded. But does it make a difference? Doesn't
I
make any
have nothing to.
difference. Yeah, it doesn't make any difference.
Oh no, because it was a part of the options. So you said repeat 6 times.
Yeah. It doesn't make any difference, right? Yeah.
No, because it still would have been the same cards anyways.
Yeah.
But this doesn't go to my hand; it goes on top of my library.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is to that point irrelevant.
It is mechanically exact.
Did I pass it? I did not pass it. There it is. I reveal it. It is bribery.
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 Pretty good. Pretty diddly damn good. Although a lot of my creatures are in my hand or on the battlefield.
Sir? Thank you, sir.
And whenever you're ready, 6 damage coming in at Chandra.
Okay. 1, 2. Cyclonic Rift. I'm going to bounce that back to your hand. But at least you get to play it again.
Well, not this turn. I'm tapped out. Go ahead.
Tap. Upkeep. Draw. How'd I get that? Okay, cool. So I'm going to bust Chandra's nut.
That's unfortunate for me.
Whenever you cast a spell, this emblem says deal 5 damage to target creature or player. So do you want me to leave her out as a reminder of the emblem?
That's alright.
Okay. So she's dead.
Put a bottle cap on there.
Yeah.
Pretty yellow bottle cap.
Okay. I am then...
So I don't have long for this world. I can take, you know, the emblem. If it triggers 7 times, I'm dead. It's not that many spells. So let's chop chop here.
Alright, alright. Just gonna do it this way instead. This will hinder you for... Ooh, you're so lucky. It's not gonna hinder you right now. Bribery. I was hoping to do something else.
Go take a creature. Yeah.
These are pretty slippery. Oh.
Yeah, be careful. Oh.
I was like, why does this feel so small? I cut it in half so that I didn't have to hold all of it in my hand. Sorry, that was pretty funny. You have the thing I want the most. No. This works. Tree of Perdition.
It's a pretty good creature.
Unfortunately, it does not get haste.
So when you cast Bribery, I took 5, I believe.
Yes. You take 5 from Bribery.
This is getting tricky, guys. This is very tricky now.
Pass turn.
How are we going to deal with this?
Destroy target creature.
Yeehaw, let's draw. It's a pretty cool creature. We definitely don't want to get hit by that Tree of Perdition. So how are we going to deal with that? First, let's make 1, 2, 3, 8, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana. I'm gonna do this. I have to kill that tree.
I love hearing your train of thought sometimes.
Fuck. Excuse me. 9 mana floating. Spend 4. Death Cloud. X equals 1. Each player loses 1 life. Discards 1 card. Sacrifices 1 creature. Sacrifices 1 land.
Ooh. Ugh, I don't know why I put your tree in here. That was a lot just to get rid of that tree.
Yeah, right. Okay. Floating 1 mana, gonna cast Nirkana Revenant. Whenever I tap a swamp for mana, I get an additional. So then I'm gonna cast 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Runescar Demon. Go Tutorin. And I'll pass to you.
Ugh, getting rid of that land was pretty devastating. It's funny, this is the circumstance that I was hoping for a particular card. And this is the most inopportune moment ever.
Go, go, go. Get that hot fire.
Fuck. I'm gonna take a chance, and I'm gonna Heart of the Cards this, and hope it doesn't bite me in ass. I'm gonna ult Dak Faden.
What does his ult do?
You get an emblem with. Whenever you cast a spell that targets 1 or more permanents, you gain control of those permanents.
Cool.
Bottle cap. And
Yeah, this is definitely very well.
I'll do nothing because I can't do anything past turn. Not doing good here. I've only seen 5 lands so far, so I'm drowning.
I mean, kicking 1 was pretty cool.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, that nice tree of yours. Let's just sweep that away.
I did not want you with that tree.
Well, let's sing my graveyard now. Oh wait, it's my graveyard now. Make 7 mana again. Well, I have a ton of mana. I can use 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. I can make 19 mana right now. Let's do that. Draw 2. Not bad. How many cards do you have in hand?
2.
I'll play Obnixilis and Shackled.
Mm-hmm.
Go to 11 mana. Obnixilis of the Black Oath? Wait, no. Yeah, Obnixilis of the Black Oath. Then I'll cast with the last mana Grey Merchant of Asphodel. So my devotion is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I'm going to drain you for 10.
Ouch.
And then I'm going to drain you for an additional 1. And then I'm going to go to combat and hit you for 10.
Oof.
Your move.
Your move, holy man. Oh, you're not a land.
Board wipe me, bro.
Okay. Chain reaction. Chain reaction deals X damage to each creature, where X is a number of creatures on the battlefield. So I'm going to deal 4 damage to all of your creatures. Here's the fun part. Any creature that lives, I now own. Because Dak Faden.
This is true.
Oh, no. Wait. Nope. They just all take 4 damage.
Yeah, I think they just do.
Because I'm not targeting them.
Yeah,
it's a
if you don't-
global effect.
If you don't target them, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
You know
well,
what? Yeah. So 4 damage to each. And you take 5 life. Pass turn. Oh yeah, Nick, yeah, that's what I said.
Combat 6.
Yeah.
And then I'll make a crazy ton of mana and drain life.
Nice.
Game?
Game.
Yeah. That was the end.
If I had the option, I would have played Torrential Gear Hulk. I would have stolen your Cabal Coffers.
Oh, jeez.
And then I would have been able to, if I had the option, on a whim, Mystical Tutor for something else.
Well, it's 11.
Yes.
I think it's time for me to head out. It's dinner time. It's gym time. It's all the times.
When do you eat?
I actually woke up around like 2 p.m. And then I ate a pretty big meal.
Nice.
I ate a pork chop and some vegetables and a whole tray of cookies and a banana and an apple.
Sounds healthy.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, you're right. Sorcery. So I couldn't. I always forget because I always do the instants and sorcery, so I still like lump them in that pile.
So let's wrap up. Let's wrap up with decks we're gonna build in the future. That seems like a great starting point because this whole new stream is all about tossing up Tuesday night toss up. What decks can we show off? How many can we build? Get better at deck building. Get better at playing Magic forever and ever. Brandon, what's the deck you want to build?
I would like to fix this one first.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, it's already a great start. It's really, really powerful for what it is.
Yeah, I think the deck that I'm gonna build,
You know, for like a 1 hour project you put together, like you could probably go to an F and M and like go 2/2. You know, it's like really good.
Oh well, thank you. And I think yours is pretty damn good too. You
That's all right.
gaining that monstrous amount of life.
It does help. It's not, you know, sometimes though I'm noticing a lot of the life isn't relevant.
Well, sometimes. The next deck I'm actually going to build is that modern deck, and I think what I'm going to do. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to aim for a white-black asshole deck. I don't know. I really
Modern?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, modern. There's a great opportunity for like white black prison. What are you gonna do? Like tokens with Bitter Blossom or
So
discard is really good.
You could just hit them over the
I
head.
had an old deck, not very polished, because at that time I didn't buy singles. I only bought like boxes, and I never paid attention or care to singles. And when I wanted a card, I'm really bad at buying them. But I had this poorly built deck, and the whole point of the deck was to get out Pestilence so that I could put out the Priest of Calamity or whatever his name is. Anyways, anytime he's dealt damage, destroy target non-land permanent. So you get them out, you get them there, like Purify, Sanctity of whatever, the +1/+1 shit for your creatures. Just get as many of those out, in addition to having things like Coat of Arms, so they get extra beefy. And then literally just Pestilence for 1. They're a 1/1, so Pestilence for 1. Hopefully I have enough stacks on top of that, and I can just start like a pistol shooting off your permanents. And because it's instant speed, as it's an effective Pestilence to deal 1 damage right then and there, it triggers the Priest right then and there. So you could put a creature down, and I'm just going to blast it. Ping for 1 damage. Ping for 1 damage. Ping for 1 damage. So
Sounds pretty good.
it's a lot of fun. I think I'm going to try and build it and make it better.
Go for it, man. You're gonna have a hard time playing Pestilence.
Why?
In what format? Playing Pestilence.
Modern?
Pestilence isn't in Modern, believe it or not.
Really?
Yeah, I think
yeah,
the last
you just
iteration
said
of
it's not,
Pestilence
yeah.
was 7th edition. The next deck I'm working on building is
Has to
well,
be
I
Legacy.
own 4 copies of Blood Moon and 4 copies of Chalice of the Void, so I really want to build a mono red prison deck that's not Skred, because I think Skred is good, but I really love snow covered cards too and everything, so I would be biased and everything, but I think it's not as good as Flame Slash, because like Flame Slash is the exact same card, but it becomes not as good after 5th turn, because
6th edition. So, no, keep going.
so like Skred only deals damage to equals in them or mountains. Anyways, if you take out Skred, and you can maybe keep in the bolts, but I'm not exactly sure. I need to play test, but like add Chalice of the Void and a bunch of other fun cards like Anger of the Gods, and just be a total asshole. Just and Stone Rain, just like destroy their mana base.
So the
Chalice their discard spells or whatever.
this guy, I originally made it so it's land destruction hate, creature destruction hate, like every kind of hate there is, and just make it so you couldn't play. But
Like a Taxes kind of Staxy deck.
well, that was one of the combos was put out Elish Norn,
I love that stuff.
then put out it's an artifact, I keep forgetting the name, something Bell. All swamps are now 1/1 creatures. And then you play Yawgmoth, turn every land into a swamp. And then Atraxa says all your creatures that your opponents control get -2/-2. All the creatures you control get +2/+2. So every land that isn't mine immediately dies. And if you put something down and it's a land, it's going to die. And that's just
amazing.
total lockout.
Yeah, that's amazing.
And it doesn't matter who plays what.
Yeah. So what went wrong in that last matchup? Like, it was Mizzix, though.
Oh, yeah, I didn't have any lands. I could have played so much more and done so much more. I was 1 land away from being able to play Blatant Thievery. That's what it was. Sorry, I was sitting there, I was like...
I think the difference in a lot of those games was like I either had like Necropotence or Promise of Power, and I just drew a crap ton of cards and had Reliquary Tower, and it's just like, oh well. So like eventually you stop playing cards and I can keep playing cards. It's black is the 2nd best color at drawing cards, which is why it's one of the best colors in Commander. Red white is tough. It's tough, man. I really want to build like a red white prison deck like how there is in Modern for Commander, and the problem is there's no goddamn Commander for it. you know, everything that's legendary in red white has to do with the combat step, almost everything. So yeah, that's a huge problem. But yeah, could you imagine like Ghostly Prison and Sulfuric Vortex, and just like that's like the classic kind of great red white prison deck. Yeah, that would be that's a great candidate for like a Highlander deck. Build something like that.
Well, if you go through this, you'll find that most of my stuff puts a bunch of stuff out through sneak attack. You sack it to Altar of Dementia, somebody mills, you give everything persist, they all come back, you sack them again, you play what's her face Angel, return all permanents that were removed from the game this turn and that you control. So I get all of them back, sack them again, persist them again with Paradox Engine on Isochron Scepter, just drawing me
card
cards.
advantage, card advantage,
Yeah.
good card advantage.
So
ultra.
you should actually take a look through this. I think you'll see some of the madness that's in it. Again, once I get the cards that I need, it's gonna work way better.
Maybe the next time.
It's
at half an hour at midnight.
Yeah, we got to get you out of here. Thank you very
hunger.
much, everyone who's joined us.
This has been an amazing. I'm gonna be back next Tuesday for sure.
Good.
Let's keep it doing. Let's keep it going. Probably not with like all the new decks, but yeah. Hopefully we can get some other people in on this too.
I'll tweak this a little bit to make it even more fun. I'm just like cursed when it comes to shuffling. Just getting drowned out by creature and land, and like only 5 instants and sorceries that pulled through on that. I was just like,
it's really exciting too to have a study a day once a week to practice for stuff like modern and standard.
oh yeah,
Please build a modern deck so I can go
I will
crush the meta.
build a modern deck just for you, Pax.
Yay.
Just for you.
All right, I'm signing out.
All right, thank you very much, everyone who's joined us. We are MTG Lexicon. I am one of your hosts, Brandon, aka the producer, and I'm also joined here by
Paxton, aka P3, playing some Magic the Gathering. It's been amazing.
Join us next week, guys. We will be here. I will try and make a modern deck so we can rotate more. So we start out with standard, then it's commander. Next time, maybe we can do faster games of those, and then just squeeze in that modern deck.
Yeah, we should try and play a little bit faster next week. But that was, I mean, we were both slow paced and trying not to make any mistakes.
Yeah.
Which is good. That's good.
Well, that's what you want to do in standard.
Right, definitely. All right.
Thank you very much.
Good night.